Yeah, we'll see how you do. I think I had that happen a few times. It's okay. But yeah,
I'll be fine. I'm good.
uh,
with DM.
yeah, you'll remember everything. It's easy. Yeah, whenever you're ready, take us away with the events of last game, and then we'll hop back in to where we left off.
Last time on D&D, we were basically wrapping up the killing of Colbram. Talked to the skeleton, talked with people. I tried to pawn off some of our stuff to pay off our debt. Didn't work out. Why do we have a jug? Why do we just have a giant vase,
It's
Marana?
important.
I hope it gets useful. Used to some
It
point.
was
Anyway.
cute.
It's plot critical.
It's cute, she says. Mostly, it was talking about how we want to approach the destruction of the association and the potential assassination of Farana. Weren't able to talk to the daughters today, or last night, as she was not at work. I thought she lived there.
Fair assumption.
Resta was busy peeping in people's windows, snatching them up.
I thought about asking. I was like, that's probably just a bad idea. I got addicted to drugs.
Good.
I got addicted to death root. That's not great, but we'll figure that out.
Yeah.
Probably just gonna instantly go through withdrawals and try to kick it as fast as I can.
It's a good idea.
Talked about when we were at the watchtower, and I cannot for the life of me remember what was at the watchtower. What?
There was a
about?
good chunk of conversation going on at the watchtower.
Indeed.
Marana was talking to the pretty chill tank girl. And I cannot, I mean, at least it's accurate. She was high on drugs, so she doesn't remember.
La Loca.
Yeah, she was talking to Yeah, she was. I'm sorry.
You know what, Opal?
Eh?
Hero point.
What? Or no.
Just fun. That'd be fun.
No, I want you to have it. I want you to have it.
No. This is a compounded effort. You're always remembering stuff. You're always knowing things. You're always knowing what's going on. I'm kind of drunk. You're getting a hero point.
All right, I'll take it. I'm gonna need it eventually.
Yeah, no, we're and today is the day that we are destroying the association. It was supposed to happen last session. We ended up partying and having too many drugs. I ended up partying and having too many drugs, so we didn't really destroy the association. It's happening today. Doing it today.
All right. Yeah. And
oh yeah, and there was a homeless man who I'm very suspicious of.
Oh yeah, that's right. And you gave him some money. But yeah, that is generally where we left off. I'm pretty sure we were still right in. Well, I'm gonna look at the map, see if I moved us anywhere.
One after like the hardcore RP only sessions, and then it's like we talked for a while.
Yeah, we did talk for a while. Okay. I'm just gonna go off the map. Based on the Greymouth map, it looks like you guys left the watchtower and headed back to the inn for the night. That sounds vaguely familiar. That, or I never moved you from the inn for the night.
You said we would we would start from the tower.
In the tower.
That's what I said. That's what I said. Just testing all of you.
We were gonna pass out at the tower, for safety reasons.
Yeah, sounds about right. But yeah, and so as you all find various resting places in this ruined watchtower, it's kind of perfect for Marana, because there's so many holes in the roof. The star line is perfectly clear at night. Get a lot of nice vistas there. Is there anything else anyone would like to do before finding rest?
Opal's gonna. She's been holding on to this eye for a while. And Opal is not in the watchtower. She's on the ground around the watchtower.
That's right. You never found out.
Uncomfortable.
I
Yeah.
did, and then I was like, it's too high up here. I don't like being off the ground, so I went back
Breaking
down.
the cat stereotypes.
Well, yeah, but I also need the ground really to see well. So I climbed up, got bored, and came back down. But I'm kind of just, twisting this eye over in my hand, just kind of tracing the outline of the thing and thinking about it.
Thinking about enough to attune to it, or just thinking about it?
I'm not shoving that shit in my head yet.
That'd be kind of fun. Just embed it into your forehead. You already have some gemstones sticking out of you. What's another one? But yeah. Anyone else doing anything for sleep?
What's life without a little risk?
Resta. A little risk.
What? You trying to say something?
Scratching her neck.
Oh, does your teeth itch when you do this stuff?
I can't remember if Malagar joined you. I don't think he did.
it was just.
Yeah, I think he stayed at the tavern.
Oh fuck, he didn't ride the owl. Right, it was an owl. Are you still an owl?
No.
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 Okay.
I'll
Well.
fight if you want. Come on, put him up. You and me, let's go.
Those of you on the top of the tower just watch Resta tripping balls a little bit. And Loga looks, and I suppose he's or she's met with Malagar.
Yes.
She's shadowboxing.
I told him to keep his habit to himself. I will have some words with him.
Resta, he's behind you.
And
Whoosh.
I pull out my gun and I fire.
Oh,
Just roll a d20 for me. No modifier added. Just roll a d20.
10.
So,
Right down the middle.
it just shoots right out and goes clear of the stonework that is quite rickety and questionable in stability. Luckily, it just goes right out, sailing over the horizon. Doesn't hit any of the rickety stonework here. Yeah. Loud echoing sound is like some of you were about to find rest, and Opal down there at the bottom just hears a.
whoever that is.
Yeah, whoever that is. People keep mentioning this guy, but I don't know who the fuck that is. Must be someone important. Echoes out over the horizon.
30 yachts. I mean, honestly, those things are 50 Kelvin. Huge. Fucking huge.
In the distance, you hear the
Ow, my leg!
My leg!
Bells go off. We're under
It's not
attack.
Walter. It's not Walter.
the bells
Oh.
ringing.
The undead. They have guns.
They're off.
They armed the undead with cannons! Sound the alarms!
Those five
They're not-
strangers gave the undead guns. Kill them
True
on sight.
criminals. Go burn down their legally obtained estate, quote unquote.
Hate those guys.
They
Fuck
want to
'em.
be mayor? Fuck Martin. He's never gonna be mayor.
Martin's a bitch. Martin's a bitch.
Now there's a
Fire
flaming
everywhere.
like mob around the watchtower ready to kill you all. It's great.
Fire, no. Oh wait, no. I love fire.
Oh yeah, I'm resistant to fire. You guys are fast, but I'll be fine.
I was just throwing fireballs. I was not resistant to my own fire though, because of fire
Too hot.
elemental adept.
Oh yeah, that's kind of farts.
Yeah. But as you all kind of settle in, some of you more lucid than others. Resta, you eventually tire yourself out shadowboxing, shooting into the air, and doing other tomfooleries. You all find relative rest here. If you have bedrolls and stuff, you could have set that up and be relatively comfortable, but I don't think any of you are injured, so it would be half healing in this circumstance, but I don't think it really matters. I think most of you have full health. But yeah, you all managed to pass
I
out
missed
in your
it.
various places.
4 hit points.
Well, luckily half of your health is enough to restore that.
I would hope so. I don't know
Hopefully.
if that would be true for Opal.
It would. I was only at 32 out of 49, so back to full.
Yeah.
Mm,
And
Before I
Opal's in the right
go
mind
to
to set up a bedroll. What's up?
before I go to sleep, I'm gonna cast Death Ward on, I guess, Nanon, because she's the only person up here. I mean, Opal's down at the
Okay.
bottom. I'm not gonna climb
Yeah, it's
down.
like,
You
you
see,
draw a dick on my face. I'm gonna be so mad.
Nanon is just kind of minding her own, tending to herself, just staying in the corner, just still kind of occasionally pulling out the remains of Vesh and just stroking them gently. And she notices you come. She nods as you give her the spell, but doesn't say anything. And she just kind of nuzzles up, very much like a dog, kind of curling up around the remains of Vesh, and finds sleep. Okay. And then you all pass out.
What time is it?
Around I forgot to advance the day manually now. There
I
we
need
go.
my coffee. Probably more for a T-Rex and destroy everything.
Mm-hmm. You're all awakened by the sudden, we'll say around like this time, seven or so in the morning. You're all awakened by a light drizzle of rain that kind of starts to kind of come down from the ceiling. It's cold and unwelcoming, especially for those of you who dislike water. It wakes you all up. You all suddenly stir back to consciousness and notice that Loka has already made her way off sometime in the night and is not resting in this ruin of a tower. But you all find consciousness, ready to go about whatever you are going to do for the rest of your day.
All right. Climb down the rope.
You slide down, land right next to Opal, who's kind of, packing up whatever kit they laid down and getting their gear ready.
Am I
Maybe doing
resistant to
some
rope
morning
burn?
workouts.
It's not
Yes.
your rope burn, so probably.
So,
Nice.
yeah.
How hungover am I?
Right now, you wake up with kind of a splitting headache, kind of just a general itch all over your body. You just feel this various sensations that are kind of going off from all of your different nerves across your nervous system, and you're not sure why. It's very different. One thing you do know is that you could go for some more death root.
Morana, hi,
Mhm.
morning. Oh, it's bright. What was your brother's name again?
Malaga?
Right, him. Do you know what he is?
He's the first thing you think about when you wake up. Walter's gonna be so jealous, Resta.
Oh god, a sudden desire to shoot you, but it'd be way too loud.
You missed me last night.
I'm pretty sure I didn't try to shoot at you.
You check your ammo count. You're missing a bullet.
Oh fuck! Oh, I'm sorry about that.
That's a whole world.
I almost died.
I don't believe that.
Are you feeling better now?
No.
It's true. On a normal day, he's not that good of a shot.
Alright, asshole. Fucking fine.
What did you
What?
did you smoke the root with Malakoff last night?
No.
What now?
I'm not. I am avoiding eye contact in a very obvious manner.
Well, I guess you just picked up an expensive new habit.
I. Probably not a great idea for someone whose mind needs to be focused. Although finding some drugs to focus my mind might help. No, I shouldn't do that. Shouldn't do that.
And you think about it, when you're thinking about that line of questioning, Deathroot, you know, it let you see a lot of things you never saw before. So in a way, it did focus your mind.
All right. So, Nepsis, do you know?
Yeah.
Do you know what time your daughters go to work? Do you pack their lunch?
No. Don't pack their lunch.
Make them breakfast?
Can you pack our lunch?
7 a.m. Probably around now, maybe within another hour.
Well, Nessus, are you ready to try to get our plan underway?
Yeah. All set.
Well, so how can I can't see the condition that Rest is in, but how much can I tell that she's not in the best way?
You look at her occasionally. She's kind of twitches unnaturally. She's kind of just a little jumpy, scratches at her neck every once in a while, and just kind of seems to be like fidgeting a lot, moving her eyes around, keeping a view just at everywhere. Which she's naturally perceptive, and you know the natural 20 or the 20 passive perception or whatever kind of attributes to this. But this is much more paranoid in its behavior.
Alright, so can I like reach out? So I'm assuming, have you come down from the tower?
Yeah, at this point I probably would have tried.
Ha- If I reach out and put a paw on Resta, a single toe bean. Can I? Well, no, gently, not aggressively.
Yeah, it
It's
doesn't
okay.
matter.
It's all right. Okay,
Oh,
it's all right. It's all right.
Sorry.
It's like it like
So, can I feel her heartbeat? How bad is it?
doesn't sound like she's letting you touch her.
Nah,
I'm
no,
gonna
you're good.
do it. I'm gonna do it
I
anyway.
like. It's just like a gut reaction, and oh, sorry.
She lowers. Yeah, and then as she lowers, you continue your press and put a finger on and extend your earthen elucidation out into the body of your ally, and you sense, yeah, you sense a very fast heart rate. It seems unnaturally.
I suppose I don't really know
Pumping
the
blood.
physiology of a.
Yeah, but you would have
What?
passively you would have passively like picked up her heart rate from her being around you for this long. It's and situations of tension, it kind of gets to this level, but in this calm, you know, in town kind of downtime bit, it is unnaturally high.
I think you probably. You know what? Maybe Marana. Do you think you could take care of Resta? Get her some food while Nefsus and I go talk to his daughters.
No, I need to be the one to.
I can definitely take care of Resta while you
And
guys go.
But aren't I the one that needs to be like the receiver for the mind thing?
Oh,
So that way we don't put them in any more risk than they already are.
Nessus, it's your call. Do you want to do it face to face or over long range
I could
communication?
potentially see the benefit of talking to your contact over long range, but I think my daughters would probably prefer face-to-face communication. Feels less
Last time,
shady.
But the last time you did a face-to-face communication, that's when Ferrano found out about the double crossing.
No. Maybe if he peeps in, all he's gonna see is us speaking on his behalf.
That's true.
All right, just
Or maybe we
I
go
trust
talk to
you.
him first and see if there's anything that he can do.
I'm going to trust you, Nepsis. Just be choosy with your words, so that way he doesn't get the wrong impression if he tries to look you up, I suppose.
This
Yeah,
is probably gonna look at Opal and say, "Be careful."
I need eggs.
I
Oh, we
think
can
we
go
know
back
what-
to our house.
Yeah,
Maybe
maybe,
like
and So how is Nanan? Is Nanan okay? You know, did she wake up at the
She-
same time as everybody else?
She wakes up and
Was
she's
feeling
just
under
sort
the
of
weather?
yeah. She looks a little like in mourning, which is expected given the circumstance. But she's just kind of keeping quiet and saying to herself, and she looks at you as she notices you, kind of eyeing her, quote unquote. And she's just Fuzzy One, you need not worry. I just I need some time to think. I I am fine.
You seem a little pale. More than usual.
That is normal. My scales are quite white.
Uh, well, maybe you and Resta and Marana can get some food. Just can't forget to eat.
I'm gonna tap my forehead,
Okay.
tap Nanan's, tap Nefsis.
She kind of just
Special connection.
yes.
If you need to take time on your own, feel free to do so. If you want to be with friends, feel free to be so.
She
Do
nods
what you
and
need.
I will go back to harbor. Eat more clams.
Could you
That
grab me some?
sounds spectacular.
Sure.
Wonderful. Duh, what the hell was that?
Let me know when we are leaving. I will rejoin you to help in whatever battles await. She waddles off.
All right. I think it's game time, Nessus.
All right.
As we go, maybe just rehash the plan, which is Plan A: get them to come with us
To destroy the association.
as the ultimate end. Yes, as the ultimate end goal. Yeah, that.
So, you're heading towards the Guild Assembly Hall, right?
Yes.
Okay. Takes about an hour and 20 minutes, so we'll do hour 15 just from these as you start to head over there. Whoever wants to roll a percentile die for me.
Me.
It is in fact you. Oh. As you would have like gone up and down the road, you start to approach the Gilded Assembly Hall. As you do, you walk past two guards who seem to be discussing the day's events. As they're talking, they mention something that may or may not be relevant to all of you, but they say, Thermdrift, I hear it fell to the Conclave. It's a new bastion for the war effort, and new front lines are being drawn around Starreach. Seems like we're not doing too good in this war. And like they kind of start to trail off into the direction they kind of move out of earshot right as that last little phrase. That's like the little snippet of the conversation you heard.
Ermdrift fell to Conclave, new battle line around Starreach.
Correct.
Not doing well in war.
Yep.
Would I know what this war is? Is this like a common knowledge, like that we're at?
Yeah.
Like,
I'm actually going to pull us out to this map real quick.
I think it was the last week.
yeah, I think it was briefly mentioned, but I didn't really press
Just for a historical refresher. So, Alarica is currently involved in two major wars. One with Hyboria over here, which is ruled by the Druidic Conclave of Hyboria. They are these almost authoritarian Druid state that essentially operate outside of their borders to hunt down any rogue Druid circles they deem that are not part of the Conclave, and either bring them in and a lot of rumors spread that worse things happen to the ones that resist. They got involved with this war for various reasons. You can, look into it more if you're interested. But the other major war that they're kind of involved in is to the south. There is Convagori, which is a massive jungled area.
Oh, that's where I'm from.
Yes, and the orcs there
He's the enemy.
are which you're quite familiar with, are that mostly fill this area, have been coaxed into an invasion of sorts. They usually do raids along the border of Alarica, but now they are full force pushing in as much as they possibly can, seemingly aware of the war with Iboria. Yeah. Oh, and just for funsies, I don't think I have this map revealed to you
No.
guys. No, I don't. But you would have a map of Alarica. So hang on, let me reveal this for you, just to show you relation-wise. Does that work? Nope.
We have a all black now.
Hang on.
I scrolled out really far, but it's so tiny.
There you
Ah,
go. This is Thermdrift over here,
where's over here?
far to the west.
West. Ah,
Yeah,
All
and
right.
the new front lines of this war
the
are
Starry.
Starreach, and the capital is Adena Shire. So they're pushing closer and closer to the capital, it seems. You guys are way down here, so you don't probably have to worry about it.
Okay. Yeah, and I wanted to go somewhere else. Oh, yeah. All right.
Yeah, you wanted to go here.
All right.
We don't
Yeah.
have time to stop a war.
No, not really.
I mean, we are
What do
having
you
enough
mean?
trouble with. We're having enough trouble with 5 necromancers. The war is
We can always
above
find a
our pay
time.
grade.
Yeah.
We'll just put off our necromancer quest for the rest of the time. Like we
War
always
That's
side
totally
do.
an
quest.
option.
Oh.
It's an interesting point to call that one a side quest, but yeah, kinda.
Side quest.
It's hard. It's hard to determine which is more pressing. But yeah, that's just the news of the day. That kind of thing. Something to just think
I'm
about.
pretty sure the cult that's trying to rise an old god is probably more important than a war.
Maybe
I mean,
depends on how much you
As the
believe in
disembodied
Alarica.
voice of Aster and Nice Brain.
Proud to be an Alarican.
Hey, you know where I'm from.
Mhm.
You know where I'm from. You know what I'm
I've
about.
been thinking about that song. All the
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
Memorial
Anyway,
Day, people.
right.
Labor Day? It's Labor Day. No.
Yeah, same thing.
I can never get them straight. I always get them confused.
That's fair.
Opal.
Yes, we click back up as you push past those guards, just thinking about the day's events. You find yourself right outside of the Gilded Assembly Hall. It looks like they're not quite open yet. Probably got another 20 or 30 minutes. You see like some staff making their way in slowly, but they're not like open to the public yet.
I mean, maybe we should, see if we can make an appointment.
High or low?
Hi.
Go ahead. I was wondering.
Okay.
No. Can make an appointment or just wait on the steps.
Did we walk with you guys there?
Good question. Did you?
I mean, I assume that we would have, because if we're going to the
We're
estate,
going in the same direction.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
guys would. There's no reason to split off till right here.
you guys
Yes.
should break in and then just be like sitting in their office, like, I have a meeting for you.
Holding the gun, just like ready, like, hey,
Ah.
have some things to talk about.
As hilarious as that would be, I don't know if that would make things easier for us or much more difficult. So
Well, I mean, it's not like we're there to kill them. We brought like their dad, so it's not like they're gonna.
listen, I didn't even see it. I
Oh,
heard
you
her
know,
act.
You know what would be even funnier? Okay,
You-
you guys break in, you sneak in, and then like Nephis is just sitting there, and he's like, You guys got home really late. Anyway,
Pretty fun.
Why? What is wrong with you?
I could also look like one of them while I do it.
Oh, you know, what's this?
oh my gosh, even better.
Oh, you know, it'd be really funny if we show up and we're just like, oh, hey, I'm going to chop up your body and throw you into the sea. That'd
Wow,
be
that's
hilarious.
That's pretty fucking morbid ass. Or
That's not
Resta.
funny, Resta.
It's not. That's the point.
But if you said we're gonna chop up your body and
So it's
bury
an
it,
anti-joke.
that's hilarious.
Sure. Although, you know, I'll never forget what my grandfather said to
Why
me
don't you
before he kicked the bucket.
why don't you all go get something to eat?
He said, hey, watch me kick this bucket.
As you're all talking, you hear a familiar voice call out, "Hey, I recognize that voice." And you look over and see Walter shuffling off towards all of you.
Walter.
It's been a little while since I last saw all of you. I heard you, and I wanted to say you done a good job. I heard about what you did at the crypts, and I heard about some of the other dealings you've been doing. Now all we got to deal with is one plague. He kind of just looks over towards the burrow off in the corner. But hey, can't expect you to do all of our work for us. I appreciate all the efforts you've done thus far. And you know, I just wanted to, well, I don't really have a proper way to thank you other than, well, I was going out to do some shopping, but I think it's better off that you take this. And he pulls out a small satchel. He's like, just hands it over to whoever wants to take it.
I grab it.
Okay.
Mhm.
Because I
Yeah.
know she's not going to let anybody else do it.
Yeah, you take it and you just, yeah, all right, there you go. And you open it up, and there are about 25 gold pieces in here. A little paltry. It's a lot for, you know, a farmer, essentially. I mean, he's a kind of a wealthier end on the farmer end because of the amount of land he kind of owns here. But even then, it's still a lot of money.
Yeah, Walter,
Yep.
could I speak with you in private for a moment?
Sure, as long as they're not going to get the wrong idea.
Listen, anytime you are around or like they just make it about you, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that she is an abomination to this world.
Oh my gosh, get a room, you guys.
I'm.
Oh my.
It doesn't. She is the most sobering thing in existence.
You know, maybe like just to alleviate any rumors, one of you chaperone this conversation. You have anyone you'd bring in on this to make sure nothing weird is said?
Opal,
Not
I
her.
trust you the most.
I am ordained. That's true.
Oh,
Wait,
it's a secret marriage.
you
There's a
motherfucker!
locally?
Shut the fuck up! You are not ordained. You're a liar and a thief.
Oh Lord! What about this guy? He's got horns.
Nephthys, please, you have to help me out here.
I'm sorry. What you want me to do an annulment?
Just chaperone the conversation. Make sure that no weird things are insinuated from your
Make
fellow
sure
party.
that Marana
Sure.
can't spread more rumors about.
Correct.
Okay.
It's fair that Nephthys would chaperone. He is your father, so
Nephthys isn't my dad.
he's our dad. What do you mean?
Walter just like tilts his head up into the sky and just starts staring off.
I don't have parents.
You
Okay,
know,
go.
maybe
Go
Had
have your-
parents.
Go have your conversation.
maybe this conversation could
Go
take
have your
place at a
conversation.
later date.
Right, no,
Go have
no,
your
it's
conversation.
important that we talk about it today.
I'll
Or
listen.
maybe-
Sure.
Thank you,
All right.
Nephthys.
Well, there's a nice bench over here that we can sit on and talk about it.
I look at it. It's not like some fucking marriage pew or whatever.
It's the same bench that Anon sat on and focused on for a long time.
Okay.
Make sure
There's
you're
a-
3 feet apart.
In just off to the side, there's also a string quartet, and there's lots of flowers that weren't set up there previously.
There's like a flower merchant who's like really getting in on the new, air of the town. Like
You can see Walter's a little sweaty. You're not quite sure.
that actually is a good point. Joke aside, like the town does have much more of a lively atmosphere now that things are starting to kind of get back into the swing of, hey, there's not a zombie apocalypse going on, and they're, people are moving out, kind of getting out of the day, trying to enjoy the, ironically, the non-quarantine time.
Yeah, I wish we could do that. Anyway.
Yeah.
Just
Go kill coronavirus. Go kill the coronavirus. Easy.
that would be a
I'd
great
Find out what
plan.
crypt. Go find out what crypt they hang out in, and just beat them up.
So, Walter.
Yep.
You hate the association, right?
That's
You.
That's
you
one way
would
to put
have- You would have no greater joy than its destruction, correct?
yeah. That's for sure. But it's you might as well be talking about granting me a wish, because that's next to impossible. At least fully.
Kind of lean in. We're going to destroy the association in Greymount tonight.
That's pretty funny.
And I'm hoping that we can get your help. You have a decent shot with that crossbow, right?
You're serious? You're not.
I'm going to try and get everyone that I can that is armed together.
Make a persuasion check. And then
This
keep
is
going,
something-
whatever you're saying.
If this help me out here, please.
I mean, Nef's will help if he's the one kind of chaperoning. Yeah, he'll try to say in a whisper, he's like, it might not come to it. And he's gonna look Rest in the eyes. But they're looking to potentially hurt two of the political leaders of this town, or at least one of their allies is, that seem to try to keep this place straight. And if we don't want this place falling to lawlessness, striking back might be the only option.
Hey, and they threaten those trying to keep order. What else are you supposed to do? And actually, you rolled advantage on this, Resta.
Can it instead be Nefsis that rolls it?
Oh,
Down.
you initiated this argument, unfortunately.
Height 10.
He looks at you. I really appreciate what you're trying to do here. No offense. An all-out assault does sound like suicide. However, if you could find a way to, I don't know, maybe turn the group against each other, or it's hard. That's an equally tall order. I mean, they're bonded by this. I mean, just to kind of remind you, the association is a sort of syndicate that is made up of various different gangs and organizations that fall under the association. So they're all fall under the same banner, but not each one falls to the same, or not
But
each
what
part.
What about in this town?
There's a few individuals you might have to keep an eye out for. There's a few gang leaders that kind of run the borough that all kind of oversee their various departments, so to speak. There's I can tell you about them if you're interested, but there's
you,
about.
Have you heard of any that have maybe gone against the wishes of the larger association? Any that maybe have reached out to you? Any that seem particularly helpful?
Unfortunately, most of them aren't particularly my kind of company, but I've heard there's a halfling named Ruard who's kind of a loose cannon, sort of does what he wants. But he and his mate Leaf, they're the big ones around here for sure. But at the same time, it's hard to tell where their loyalties specifically lie. They don't really have anyone directly to answer to in this town. and they don't really seem to, from what I've gathered, they don't really seem to focus too much on the association's interest at large. They just seem to do the bare minimum.
We already have a business proposition with Ruward. We could maybe talk to him more, but he also seems like he does not like you all very much at all.
No, he's a,
No,
don't get me wrong, he's a,
I think he's
you
a
know,
prick.
yeah, that's accurate. Rotten gut criminal, nonetheless, but they all are.
At least he also has a room that we can maybe reliably talk in without overly ambitious ears.
Yeah, I've heard about that room. And frankly, people with rooms like that, I mean, not to say he doesn't have nothing to hide from law-abiding citizens, but they don't do it without some other agenda.
Fucking cop speak. Fucking bullshit cop speak. If you have nothing to hide, fuck you, cop. Fuck you, police.
Look, I mean, it's just how it is. It's just
It's his right as a citizen.
he
His
should
right
be
to bear
allowed.
silence rooms. The man has a right to privacy.
But
You
maybe
can't
that,
control my life.
maybe that is. It's just, you know, it's suspicious. Is all I'm saying.
Cops.
I prefer the term sheriff, but you know.
It's fine. I haven't always gotten along with the police either.
Well, I'm not really an official law enforcement agent either, but nonetheless, I do believe in the idea and the spirit of the law.
So anyway,
He's a fucking vigilante. It's so great.
I am the law of this town.
That's right.
Y'all can't stop me.
What color are his clothes? Or would they be
The
black?
association.
It's not the
Can we
clothes
trust
that the
him?
man wears that matter.
Does he have a cape?
He does have a long trench coat that kind of
Right.
flails
Does he
behind
have
him.
a
But the
a
strangers that he
strange bat
harasses.
motif?
Is a what?
Does he have a strange bat motif?
No, it's a mustache motif on his chest.
Alright.
Very similar to his handlebar mustache he has. Just a
Is
reminder,
that
like
could
that.
it be the masked mustache?
Perhaps. Yep. Well, you know where to find me if you want to talk more, want any more information about the things I know about. Just
Punchable fire bordello. Got it. See you there.
how'd you hear about that?
People
I
talk.
don't go there anymore.
Why not?
We
Is that
already
since
know
yesterday?
that.
No, just because, you know what? I'm just gonna go. I'll be my farmhouse if you need me. I was gonna do some shopping, but you got my coin, and I'm just gonna go home. That's what I'm gonna do.
Suddenly a room where people don't have, where people can't hear in sounds really nice, doesn't it?
Goodbye.
I kind of nudge Marana.
Bye bye.
I don't know why I'm moving you guys.
You
I overheard that. I got sensitive
Uncle.
ears.
They don't know that, but I can read lips.
You have observant?
First time ever used.
Amazing. I
You
fucking love it.
motherfucker. You
I
son of a
can't,
bitch.
I can't read at all, so that's great.
Especially not lips.
So some of you, at this point, 5 minutes till, you actually would see, finally, Samiris and God no, they're
One
like,
has a
well,
limp.
Samiris does have a limp, and she is a higher up. She's a, check her rank. She is the High Councilwoman of the Gilded Assembly Hall, so she has a little
She's
what's
got
the
some
word?
proof.
Not tenure, but yeah, we'll say fully for now. So she doesn't really need to be here 20 minutes early. That's what the other council, the lower councilmen and councilwomen are for.
That's for the ones that get paid minimum wage.
Yeah, yeah. But Yismeridia is less of a politician, more of her bodyguard. Yeah, and she walks by and sees you and hello, father,
Oh,
and your associates.
good morning.
Man, that sounds scathing.
Funny you mention
Also, we
it.
don't like the word associates thing.
Yeah.
She just kind of like squints a little bit as you're starting to insinuate.
Maybe would we be able to have a conversation? Are you free this morning?
She pulls out a little ledger and flips through it. I've got 10 minutes.
We can make it quick. All right, Nessus, shall we?
Yeah.
Come on.
We follow.
Yismeridia gives you a nod, and as you're kind of heading out, she whispers, "It's good to see you, father."
Good to see you too.
And head in, go up to.
And he's like, he's before as the work. He's like, are you well? Are you hurt? Did
All's been
harm
quiet?
befall you in the last night?
Based on the things you were saying before, I made sure to hire some extra security for the house. It's been quiet.
All right, then just follow him in.
Leads up back up to the familiar office of the for Nepsis the High Council position, and she opens the door, unlocks it with her key, and goes in. Closes the door behind her. So let's keep this brief. What have you all come to discuss? Is this confirmation that your court summons you're going to answer to, Resta?
Court summons, what?
Did no one inform you?
Oh, that's
No?
right.
What? For
Ah.
what?
Oh, we went in with them, or
Well, there is
Court summons for what? What did I do?
there has been some allegations against you. A supposed attempt or a supposed assisted suicide case that has that is the light way to present it, but we are still gathering evidence. The investigators are still out trying to find all of the details to ensure that we have all the facts. But in your benefit, given your status in the town, we'll start with assisted suicide. That is the best you'd hope for at this moment. But if it's proven otherwise, that would be unfortunate.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
I said you should go get breakfast, but that's
Yes, just mark down the date. The next month, the month of Japekius, we will should be all back in full swing of things, and we'll say the 24th.
I might be fucking dead in a month.
Well,
We,
all right.
I believe. In
then at least you
system
wouldn't have
of
to worry about the
law,
charges.
I just want to make that clear, but we did find some information about our current mission. And does anyone have the letter from Cobra?
Yeah, I've got letters.
This might not mean anything, but do we have both letters?
Yeah.
Just give them both.
Which letters are these?
The information of the heralds and the unfinished correspondence.
Yeah.
I think I've read this one before. I believe your associate
Mhm.
showed me the
I think I might have
information.
brought it, yeah. One of them
But
brought it, yeah.
It's good to keep all your info in one place.
yes, she takes a look at the other unfinished correspondence.
It was worrisome indeed.
Indeed. I am grateful they are done in Greymouth for now, but South Scar and Ormsdollar.
Now, I can understand why that may not seem so pertinent to you, who, you are busy running the city, but we also have some other information that that affects things dramatically, and Nefs, maybe you can explain.
Okay, so I'm going to be as specific I can without saying too much because there might be people listening to us, but I did a divination yesterday and I asked if you all would be safe for the next 7 days. And who's the god? It's not Iomade. Oh,
Sarenrae.
Sarenrae, yeah. And Sarenrae told me no, that you would not be safe. So we have to try to do something to protect you.
I don't know who said that, but whoever said that, make a perception check.
Okay.
Okay, and it's just party location, so I'm like, I don't know who that is. But keep going.
Yeah. So Sarenrae told us that you were in danger. I don't know what kind, but from our previous conversation, I think it's the mortal kind. And I know that I'm not always there, but I don't want to see that befall either of you two.
I understand your concern, but let me assure you that given my position in the town, and given the town, I am no stranger to being put in danger.
This is not just being put in danger. I was never a religious man, but when your mother passed, I'm still not a...
When she was murdered.
Yes, I'm still not fully a believer, but I've gotten some of the abilities of a follower, and this is straight from Sarenrae. There's no two ways about it. I know it might not be your lives at risk, but you will be hurt. You may die. And I'm not saying that your work here is not important, but if we can just protect you, and if we can be smart, you can continue to do good work.
Did you happen to ask if we were going to die, or if we were simply in danger? Because I can assure you that we're always in danger.
I asked if you would be safe, and the answer was no.
Like I said, never safe. There are plenty of people who would like to see the law and order in this town break down, especially those who resist the association's influences. Yes, Merida has taken the proper precautions. Our security detail has been increased, and
I was told no, even with those precautions already being in place. They're not enough.
she just looks down.
We have a proposal.
I'll hear it.
And it will not spell guaranteed safety, but I think it will provide everyone the best chance to approach the dangers that that present themselves with the clearest mind. It is a strong proposal.
Very well, propose it.
You've seen the information about where these necromancers are heading next. You've
Yes.
seen in the clearest terms that we can give the danger that you are in and your sister. Now, if we understand that your aim is to resist the influence of the association within the town. We understand that. But when you're embattled on multiple fronts, it's best to clear one front first, so you can turn your attention solely on your task at hand. And what better way to do that than with new allies?
You speak in somewhat figurative language. What exactly do you propose? And right as this conversation about to continue, you hear a right at the office door. She looks past you. Just a moment. I will be with you shortly.
We ask you,
Nessus is going to use his detect thoughts, and he wants to delve into the mind of the person at the door.
You subtly casting this?
Yeah.
Okay. All
in
right.
the room.
Well, actually, he wants to get the surface level thoughts of his daughters, and then he wants to delve into the mind of the person at the door.
Okay. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe some of you were going towards the state, or did
Yes.
you all decide to join? Then
Oh,
no.
I thought. Yeah, I wasn't sure that when I was talking to them earlier where we were. So I'm not in the room then.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
I'll
it's
wait
up to
around.
you guys. All right. Yeah, in that case, no, it's just it would just be Nefsis and Opal in here, I believe.
Okay.
Yep.
Sorry to interrupt.
No worries. So as you're kind of detecting these surface level thoughts of your two daughters, Zamiris and Gismeridia are mostly focused on the conversation at hand, kind of thinking about this on the surface here, and just you do like detect that Zamiris is worried, but she is confident in her sister, and despite the previous past that the two had, she's confident in her protection abilities as well as the security she's provided. She doesn't fully believe that this omen you're bringing is necessarily something to give up her goals for. But Miss Meridia is just kind of more worried in that she is thinking of the safety of her sister. She wants to take every precaution possible, but she understands her sister's stubbornness and commitment to law and order as an ideal. And the surface level of the one out surface level one outside is you just hear like, my appointment was right now. I don't understand why. I'll actually pause it because time's kind of paused this moment. I don't understand why I had to gear this early if my appointment was going to be delayed, etc., etc. But as you delve in, they're going to make a wisdom saving throw. Yeah, roll natural one. You delve in, and hang on. Something that's like looming large in the individual's mind is, actually, I'll tell you. Hang on. Interestingly enough, this individual is thinking of, it seems to be some sort of business practitioner from Deep Spire. He is thinking about a new rare mineral that has been discovered in the mines of Deep Spire, known as Arcanite. He's thinking about its uses, and he wants to bring it to the markets around Greymouth. Some things that he's like thinking about the talking points of his sales pitch, essentially to kind of get legislature to allow this crystal in. The reason that he wants to sell it, and the reason that it's such a big deal, is that it allows spellcasters to regain a portion of their energy when absorbed. However, the reason that he's having to go through legislature to get this approved is that the crystal damages one's constitution for some time and can lead to more permanent damage if used in excess. But that's kind of generally what the individual's thinking about.
Okay. Then he's probably gonna give a sigh and yeah. Then he's gonna look at Esmeralda and say, "Listen, I know you're worried about protecting your sister, and the best thing you can do to protect her right now is convince her that this town is not safe. Not that it will never be safe. I'm not saying abandon this place, but that it's not safe right now. Your protection was already a given with Saren Ray, and she said that it was not enough."
As I continue, explaining the plan, which is we think that since we know where these necromancers are going to be next, that we have the element of surprise on them, and with sufficient force, we have a much stronger chance of being able to quell this threat once and for all, and in a way that we might not be able to do alone. But we see and feel your strength.
You have a guest at your door that is going to offer you a chance, a business opportunity in Deep Spire. I'm not saying to, again, don't abandon this place, but go with them. Check out the offer. Buy some time in this town. And then we can come back and formulate a longer lasting plan.
Or better yet, join us. Announce to the people that you're going to take the battle to the necromancers. And keep yourself safe from any threats here. And once the necromancy threat is finished, then all your attention can be in one direction.
If we take out a herald, then the association would not stand against you.
Especially with the will of the people of the town at your back.
Well, both of you make persuasion checks.
Oh, fuck.
Because you are pushing for different routes here.
Remember, you have that hero point, man.
Oh, right. How do I... you know what? I'm just gonna fucking go for it. Is it, you said persuasion?
You know
Yep.
what? We're fucking favored by the gods.
Favored by the gods. Favored by the gods.
Thanks.
Oh.
Oh, wait, no? No, it is saving rolls and attack rolls. Nope,
Oh,
it is
shit.
if I fail.
Okay. In that case, she looks at
Hold
you.
on. Would Nessus have any advantage because he's their father?
Honestly,
Maybe
probably at a disadvantage with Samir.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Yes, Yusmeridia looks and she's like, he has a good point. We could go, and she cuts her off, and it's my decision, sister. This meeting with this, let me reinstate time. This meeting with this merchant, it is one of many duties I have to attend to. I can't leave the town to bolster the economy in this particular moment. In fact, if anyone is going to go, this would be the perfect opportunity for the Lord Mayor, but she is, of course, absent.
Also a necromancer.
Yes.
In fact, we
Allegedly.
suspect that, well, according to this letter, this letter
Allegedly?
was written to her. What do you mean,
can-
allegedly? This letter was written by Cobram the Putrid.
We can show you an undead risen by a gem, the same gem that they used in your crypts.
Well,
He's actually
a
quite
letter
handy.
can be... That is a good point, but a letter can be forged. A letter can be made to skew the facts. Until anything is definitively proven, I must remain unbiased.
From Cobra.
Do I?
Only one mentions Evelyn.
Yeah.
And the association stuff, which you get the feeling she's heavily disregarding the association information.
You should never not trust the rats.
she has strong ideals about law and order, and they can blind her in some instances.
All
But
I can say is that without you, we may miss the opportunity to rid this land of the necromancers once and for all.
yes, I agree overall with your proposition, but what exactly would you have me do? I'm nowhere near the competent adventurer that you all are, and I don't do much in battle anymore.
You could
Just stand up for you politically? I could do that.
you I could make you a better battler. You could be as large as a dinosaur. Just anything to keep you even in combat. Anything is safer than this town.
Do you truly believe that?
I do.
The things you've seen, the things you've battled, supposedly, these are putting me on the front lines is safer than this?
He's going to just kind of like grab Opal and like lift up the nape of her hair and show where her head was like detached, and say and point to it and say, "Look at this. In the fighting pits, she was without her head. I brought her back." And then he's gonna like take out his diamonds just like in a fistful. "I can bring people back, at least for a short time. I can make sure you're safe. You won't fall. No one will fall anymore."
She looks towards you.
And I'm worried that you seem to be a very bright young woman in many ways that I never could be. But I'm worried, you know, in your desire to enforce the law in this town, that you may be you may be, you know, losing the forest for the trees. If these necromancers are not stopped and their power continues to grow, do you remember how many hundreds of skeletons and zombies there were in this town not but 2 nights ago?
Hard to forget.
Think about that. Times all the people in Alarica descending upon Greymouth. Even that must make deals with merchants seem small, temporary. You must recognize this.
Yes. I do, and perhaps you're right, and she's bound to continue. Meridia stands up, and I'm sorry, but look, we've done this adventuring thing before. We've been out there, we've traveled the world, we've fought monsters, but look what it led to. And she points to her leg. She got off lucky. I can't allow her to put herself in danger. And Samira's about to say, "No, you have your time to speak. This is not a matter of law, order, and your council position. This is a matter of me as your bodyguard and your sister. You cannot go." Samira looks at her, looks at you. "I appreciate the sentiment, sister. But I also cannot sit by and do nothing. If they believe I can help, it is my duty to provide aid." She looks at you. She looks at you. Ismaria looks at you, Nepsis, like, "Please, Father, don't do this. Don't ask this of her. Don't ask this of me."
"I'm sorry. I'm out of ideas. The other option is to burn the Beret Market to the ground, and maybe something new will rise from the ashes, but the fire could spread and burn the whole town.
Shakes your head. If your mind is made up, Samaris, I will join you, but I'm starting to believe you were right. She just crosses her arms. Samaris looks at you. Looks back at this Meridia. Well, we'll join you on your quest for what it's worth.
I think that the reward here is beyond measure in terms of being a true protector of your people. There's nothing more that you could be doing.
I hope you are right.
Certainly you can inspire, and you know, if you're worried about leaving, you know, the situation here, you'll only be gone a few days.
Hopefully. And yes, and she's about to continue. Look, are you when are you planning to leave? Tonight, tomorrow?
As soon as possible, I believe.
Very well.
I
Let
might
me.
have another to speak to, but something we'll have to decide together.
Okay. Let me deal with this individual and make arrangements for my other appointments to be dealt with, and then where would you like to meet? Here or before we
meet.
head out?
Let's meet here.
Okay. Very well. We'll make the preparations. Use Marita, fetch my gear from the estate, and let us prepare to make travel.
Do you mind if I stay until she gets back with your gear?
Make a persuasion check.
No.
With disadvantage.
Oh.
Fuck you, Dad. Fuck you, Dad.
She looks at you. You have like the argument was reasonable, and as much as she doesn't want to, she looks. Yes, but wait outside.
Okay.
My office. You can stay in the building, but just there's a bench. Just sit there.
I'll go and sit on the bench.
She opens the door and just yes, come in. We have much to talk about. She just looks at you and make an insight check.
Oh.
Actually, no. Perception check.
Oh, okay. Both are equally bad.
Good. She looks towards you, and then just as quickly as she looked, she turned away and pulls the individual inside. And
Okay.
the meeting goes on. The rest of you, well, Opal, what are you doing? You gonna wait with Nephthys, or?
Yeah, I think I will. I'll just say, Nephthys, I think we made the right choice here.
I agree. And then Nessa's gonna cast Guardian of Faith on the outside of her door.
That's that little statue thing, right?
Hell yeah, it is. Anyone
What does it
hostile
look
to me. It is essentially like an armored angel, like almost like his wife used to
shit.
be in like a full suit of armor.
As it emerges with the large metallic wings, kind
And
of
then he
standing
kind
there.
of shrugs
and,
his shoulder. Oh, Opal doesn't see it. But anyone that's there, Marana, he's gonna be like, she didn't say I couldn't do what I had to protect it.
You do see like this statue. It's large and impressive, and it has like it's carrying the great sword that the spiritual guardians often like flies around, and it's just like a knight, just wings exposed in front of the door, blocking it entirely.
Wait a minute, hold on a second. This is a non-concentration spell that lasts for 8 hours?
It doesn't do an insane amount of damage, but it's
It does
great
60
for like
damage max. Yeah.
yeah.
But still, that's mind-boggling.
Yes.
It's
Holy
pretty
shit.
high level, and I think that same spell slot can be used for like spiritual guardians, and that's a way better usage. But
No,
it
this
is really
fourth
good.
level, even higher than spiritual guardians.
Oh yeah, but it's really good for like guarding a point that you don't mean to go to, or camping if you go to sleep and you put something above it. It's a good sentry, but it's not the most powerful spells. But it'll help. It certainly helps.
But you could drop this, then Spirit Guardians, and
Yes. You could stack it with some wacky stuff.
and
That's
like
really-
spiritual weapon.
Oh, sorry. Okay, sorry. That's
No
another
worries.
conversation.
There
But
it
I,
is.
The
that
big
is a
problem
mind.
with it-
Bonkers spell list.
The big problem with it is that it does a max of 60 damage. Like it
Right.
just ceases to exist after
That's
60
why I
damage, which
summoned
is
2 of them.
120 damage.
And
Two
it
fourth
enters the
level
door, just slash.
I mean, yeah, but shit, man, 60 damage is a lot.
It's something to laugh at, but like if you look at the scaling on like Spirit Guardians, it's insane.
What
But
was this gentleman who passed us on going into the meeting a dwarf?
Well, what does he say since he knows I delved into his mind? Like, what's he doing?
He's looking around, kind of confused, and just scratching at his head. And in fact, he is a dwarf. He's from Deep Spire, and he's scratching at his head and he's like, "Are you?" He's kind of looking around, confused, and just looks at you after he casts that spell, and he's just like, Let me get intelligence check for him. See if he pieces 1 and 1 together. He doesn't seem to call you out or say anything. He just heads inside, just like strange. And you hear him like as the door's open, like, nice to finally meet you. I got some strange things in my brain. Is everything on the up and up here? And then they kind of go up and go on the conversation and such.
And then just
Is Yusmaridia staying in the meeting, or is she?
No, she left to go fetch the gear for the travel.
Okay. All right.
Opal, if you were opting to stay here, why don't you go with her? You're fast, and just make sure she's okay as well. She's strong, but she might need help.
If she's still in range, I would.
Yeah, you're faster than her, way faster.
I would run up and try to catch him.
She looks at you.
Meet back here later, Nessa. Take off.
As you catch up to her, she just, you. I'm assure you I can handle this on my own, but in fact, I think I might prefer to do this alone right now. No offense. Glad to.
Understand completely. I honestly, I don't know much about this town. I was, and I can't really see it, so it'd be kind of nice to have some company.
Here's Slayton check.
are you going to deny the blind?
Yeah, after I run up with
Really playing
total
the ball,
agility,
right?
I then bring out my staff and I'm like,
This is like, oh man, it's really hard to navigate.
on my way around this town. You know how it is.
She looks at you and just. Honestly, the disability card helps a lot here with giving her sister. So like, she looks at you and just, fine. Try not to stray off too far.
And which way are we headed now? Or
Just follow me. And she takes the stick and just like hold on to that stick and follow me.
all right.
And she starts to kind of drag you along a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm okay with it. Just so I know, like, are we headed towards the harbor? Are we headed towards the estate direction?
She leads you over towards Monument Avenue. Yeah, it's
Okay.
kind of around the estate area is where she leads you.
Is that sort of like the wealthier district? And
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Politicians, the rich folk, all that good stuff live around the monument. Yeah, you all head off over to the town, or the monument over here. We'll jump over to Resta and Marana. And Anon. Oh, Anon went off to the harbor. But yeah, Resta and Marana. What are you two doing? As you're walking through town, you're like kind of approaching the edges of the estate here. What'd you like to do?
You know, Resta, if you and Walter want a soundproof room, we could probably, get that for you. I know you were talking about it when you guys had your like little moment.
You know what you're doing then. You heard the context.
I don't, my ears aren't that good, Resta.
Neither hers.
You
Me?
are just the worst. Ever. Ever. You're the worst.
Mm-hmm.
She fucking knows she's doing it. Fuck. Alright.
Come on, let's get you some breakfast. And I like walk in the house.
You know, you see Kevin greets you at the door and just, you have returned. Welcome inside, and I'll notify the servants of your arrival. And he opens the door. Hey, the masters are home.
You don't have to be that aggressive and also not that loud. Not that loud.
Oh, just notifying them so they know to, stop lazing around, do their jobs.
They're doing fine. They're doing fine.
Not to be a bother, but it is for Kicks Day, which, I know we were talking about a weekly payment sort of deal. This would be the next payment day for our arrangement.
Right. How much? How much?
I know how much mine is, but your total would have been kept with your bookkeeper, I imagine, or some sort of accountant that you had arranged for this situation.
We mentioned it, but I don't know how much.
You guys calculated this at some point, but he himself would only know the cost of himself.
How much? How much? So it would be. Are you including yourself in the total then?
I know how much my cost we negotiated. I was set at 2 gold per day, I believe. And then the rest.
Has there been
You
a
have to give them-
letter, like a package that's shown up?
No.
Well, we'll get it by the end. You don't need it right now, do you?
Kinda. Have bills and groceries and such to pay for the kids and
Well,
the wife.
I mean, like at the end of the day, will that be all right?
End of the day. I suppose so.
Great. Miranda, come with
Yes.
me.
Okay.
So just for reference, that's just for Kevin, it's 14 gold per week.
Sure is.
Just for Kevin?
Just
Yeah.
for Kevin.
We need to fire Kevin.
I
Why
feel
do
like
we
Martin
like
did that
Kevin?
as a joke.
Why do we still have Kevin here?
Because you fucking people attached to the most random shit in the world. We're out of earshot.
And some of the servants kind of come forward like, welcome home, masters. Would you like me to prepare you any meals? And no urgency or anything, but it is payday, and I haven't received anything yet, and just want to make sure everything's
it's not
all
in the
right.
morning. We don't. Payroll will come out later in the afternoon.
Yeah, but business day has started, and Evelyn usually paid us by the start of each business. It's okay. However you
Well,
want to do
this is our-
things.
It's our first week, so like we'll get that figured out, and it'll
You
all
guys
be perfectly
Prefer
arranged.
to just hold on to your gold all day instead of getting at the end of the day?
Well, we don't make that much coin. It's not that hard to hold on to.
Well,
How much do you guys make?
Well, each of us, we, kind of looks around, depending on
Like
how
6,000
skilled
gold.
we are. Depending on how skilled we are, like the simple cleaners are, roughly a silver or so a day, and then the the chef makes roughly 9 silver per day. And then the kind of intermediate, more experienced workers usually make around 3 silver per day.
All right. Does she keep like her books around so that way we don't want to mess up? I apologize. We never worked out your wages. You'll be getting them for sure, though.
Sure. Yes. I'm sure that some of the paperwork is still inside. If you want to find it all out, just make sure to keep up with it.
Right, absolutely. Also, can you ask the cook to? Do you know what a hangover burger is?
No, but he might.
It's like a. Just make sure it's got like a burger with ham and eggs on it, and very good. You crack the
You
yolk
got
and
it.
soaks into the bun.
One for all of you?
No,
The two of us.
no,
No? Just
no.
just for you?
I
Yeah,
suppose.
just bacon and eggs for me. I don't need all of that.
Oh,
Unlike
sorry.
some people, I didn't get wasted last night, so
Listen. You've been there before, I bet.
Very well. I will let the chef know. And paperwork should be somewhere in the Evelyn's, bedroom / office in the desk area.
It's in the Greymouth Estate storage under employee ledger.
who said that? No, I'm just kidding.
One of the servants. Look at there. Is that new?
It wasn't there before. It was in my party or my personal.
There you go. But yeah,
5 at 3 silver.
means you had 5 servants at 3, and then of course there's the one for I only just mentioned before, but the head chef be 9 silver.
A day?
That'll work. That'll work. The we'll do 6 for 3 silver. That'll be a good average because that'll cover the chef's extra wages as well as the unskilled laborers who are just kind of cleaners and such as like 1 silver. That'll kind of be a good easy way to do it. Yeah, and that's per day.
Okay,
No worries.
so it's 21 silver in total. So, no, wait, 6 times 3 is 18, right?
So 1 gold, 8 silver.
So,
3
so
gold, 8
18
silver per week.
18 silver times 7.
Oh yeah.
Oh. Morona, you better at math than me.
Yes.
Alright, rude. Rude.
It's between 3 gold, 8 silver per day. Is your going rate right now.
Okay, so Kevin needs 14 gold, and the rest of the servants need 12 gold and 6 silver.
We need to pay Kevin less.
We should just fire Kevin.
Yeah, I think we should just fire Kevin because he's making like all of the wages of the employees combined.
Yeah.
In the same amount of time.
That's how much soldier / that's unskilled soldier / mercenary work. You go to like skill, it's like 5 gold per day. Formal training, 8 gold per day. They're like legendary level, which I guess is like a little above you guys. Well, probably close to you guys. Just adventure level, like 20 gold per day is like the going rates of the fighters.
We have
and
to pay
soldiers.
them like 26 gold right now.
Oh, I mean, I can do that, kind of, but do I want to?
Just fire them all.
You're
I-
one of the people that wanted this fucking place.
I don't need servants in my home. I can just.
You love it and you know
We
it.
should have brought Norman here. He works for free. Oh,
If we just have undead to do all of our manual work, see,
We should
necromancers
just
aren't that bad.
become we should just become necromancers. There we go. That's the solution. Being the
Okay.
problem.
let's
Actually,
be
that is your
clear.
solution for a lot of
Let's
things.
be very clear. Necromancy isn't bad until you use your zombie people to kill other people.
But some people would say that it's pretty bad to like dig up other people's dead and then use them as private slaves.
What?
Semantics.
No, they're not slaves. They're like
Do you pay them?
robots.
They're free to leave.
Robot means slave, you know.
They're like I mean, but they don't have like a consciousness. So it's like if a tree falls in the forest, if an undead doesn't think,
A tree does make
Norman
a sound
thinks.
if it falls in the forest, you know.
Norman thinks a lot.
Also,
What if we-
Norman has a lot of personality. He'd be very offended. He was actually offended when I said he needed to dust the cobwebs out.
That was very rude. He's
his aesthetic.
obviously been doing his best.
No, he actually wasn't. He was just saying that was clean.
But we would pay Norman because he has a consciousness. And I mean, I would be fine with paying Norman like 20 gold a day, honestly. Like,
We
I
don't
love
have that
Norman.
much money. You're just
I do.
making Martin, not Martin,
Kevin.
Kevin 2 Electric Boogaloo.
But Norman is better than Kevin, let's be clear.
Yeah, and you said that probably about the last guy you tried to pick up.
Oh, I did say that about Kevin. So I guess
See?
we're paying 24 gold. 26 gold. Ugh. Do we really
I mean,
need
we
four
can still
servants?
fight.
We don't even. There's only one bedroom. What's going on here?
This is a livelihood. Actually, that's true. Why is there's not exactly a lot of space? Do they live here? I hope. I figured they live here, but where do they fuck do they
A few of
sleep?
them do live in like off-site, like servant quarters that are built like off on the estate grounds, but just like away from the manor itself. There is also a few beds for like some that live on site, but there's only like a couple live on site. So if you ever need something in the middle of the night, you still have like a couple servants there.
Well, we don't have to pay Kevin. I feel like we should keep the servants because this is like, I mean, it is Kevin's livelihood, but it's not very good at
Kevin
it.
has a wife and kids. What do you mean?
And so do all of these people, probably. Maybe. I don't know their lives, but maybe.
I mean, do we need to keep the servants? We're not even gonna be here.
That is a good point. Why are we here? Where's my burger?
Just to suffer.
He's bringing one of the servants is bringing right now. Here you go, my lord. Puts it down in front of you. Chef's specialty.
Oh, fuck.
We
Really?
can fire him.
Yep.
No!
Why,
No!
what?
Nothing. You're fine.
Fired.
I need this job.
What's your name?
My kids.
You're an asshole.
My name's Frederick.
Frederick, you're not fired.
I like
Thank you.
Frederick. I like that name. You can stay.
Okay. It'll look good
Send
because
in
you
the
know
next.
I
Send in
got
the
all
next
identify.
servant.
Oh, you want to
No!
ship one by one?
Who do you like
No.
least here?
Oh my god.
Well, the chef's kind of a con. He always acts like he's better than us, and he gets paid more than us. I mean, he gets paid like for like 3 of us. It's not fair.
Rest, take a bite of that burger. If it's good, we keep the chef. If it's bad, he's fired.
I mean, that's honestly fair. If he's not doing a good job, then he doesn't really. I mean,
Make
we
him
should give him a
shut
warning
the chef.
first to make sure, like, ask him to improve. It's like either improve or hit the road kind of thing.
Salt
And
and
give him, like,
pepper.
Severance or something. I don't know. What does it taste like?
What
You
does it
take a
taste like?
bite?
Oh,
So
fuck
take a
yeah.
bite. You didn't like specify how you wanted to cook, but it is just well done, like just a sliver of like red in the middle or pink in the middle. And you bite into it. It's juicy, tasty, perfectly seasoned. It looks like you use some egg batter kind of mixed in with the burger itself to kind of give it a nice consistency. The ham and the bacon has been perfectly cured, smoked, and it kind of creates this overall savory flavor that is to die for.
This is
I,
heroin. Trash.
But as you're thinking about it, like, I could use some death root.
A small tear drops from my eye as it hits the burger.
It's still like sizzling hot, so it just like steams off.
We're half to keep him. We've worth every penny. We're all worth every penny. They stay.
You roll a natural 19 on his performance trying to cook that. It's pretty good.
They stay. They all stay.
Fine.
And your meal as well, Marana? Fine, spectacular.
Should we give this guy a raise? No, we don't have the money. I hate
He's
it.
making 9 silver per day. He's doing pretty good.
It's doing alright. But he's still. I think that the chef is more valuable than fucking Kevin.
Kevin is the guard.
Protecting us from what? We're not here.
It's guarding the servants.
It guards the house.
We can get other things to do that. Norman can do that.
Norman was a great fighter for fucking Cobra last time you saw.
He doesn't need to. He doesn't need to actually fight. He just needs to look scary.
No, he could get hurt.
Now you're concerned about the well-being of someone who's already dead.
I don't want them to hurt. I just want them to hang out. What's wrong with you?
All right. Fucking. We're talking to Kevin about how much he's earning. It is not fair that he is not doing any work aside from fucking standing there.
He's risking his life.
And he's getting. Oh, yeah. Like he's actually going to stop anybody from the association. They'll show up and they'll just pay him 20 gold. And he's like, oh, fuck it, sure.
He fought you guys.
And we kicked his ass.
But we
He
also
did.
didn't offer him money.
Yeah, that's true. Well, he did fight you guys.
He is not worth that much. You and I both know that. He makes all of their wages combined. That's not okay.
So, do you think we should pay the servants more and then require them to fight people that come into our house?
Arm them.
Well, no, they don't need to fight people. That's not fair because if he's supposed to be doing the job, then although the chef might, if he's, they're territorial. You gotta watch out for those ones. Pans everywhere.
Just starts chucking shit at people, breaks in.
If you got a deep fryer, that's a pretty nasty weapon right there.
So, what's the decision on the employment status? We kind of made this as a group meta decision. Like, what does everyone want to do about your employees?
It's not Kevin's fault that we're not getting attacked.
That's true.
He's got
And
kids to feed.
you haven't asked him for a report. Maybe he's like, scaring off the homeless or whatever,
Yeah. Probably stopping kids from graffitiing the house.
squatters and such.
Probably telling people this is the house of the Lord Mayor, Barton. And eventually people are just going to believe him.
No,
True, I
it's
guess-
a democratic process. They care.
I guess I don't know if he's not doing his job or not.
Do whatever the fuck he wants and earn that 2 gold.
Really, you should spend a few days like staking out the place and like watching him and like making sure
Or Nessus
he's earning
can
his keep.
pretend to be a stranger, like use magic, and then he could walk up and be like, "Hey, I'm coming to beat up some people. Try to stop me."
I'm here to cause a problem and a scene. Whoever is
better-
going to try and stop me.
Someone better guard someone for me.
I am an
Ooh, I hate
endangerment
this
to this
house.
house.
It's nicer than mine.
I'm gonna take over this house by killing whoever's in it. And ain't
I
no
bet
one
nobody's
gonna stop me.
For
No one's been paid to stop me. Why would they?
Walter told me I could.
and then Kevin like comes out like from behind the door. There's a glowing aura, and he's got a cape. I'll stop you.
Then I just
Oh,
fireball
it's
them.
Kevin, the most underpaid
Fireball.
man. I better
Run away.
I better skedaddle.
This is all like in Kevin's daydreams. It's like, outside.
He's like waiting for the moment. And he's like gripping us like, come on,
If I
on.
was
this
his
is
kid,
the-
I would love this guy.
He like watches. He watches like little children playing outside, and he goes, "Oh, when you grow up and you try to play this place, I
Throw
can't
a
wait."
rock. Throw a rock the wrong way. How dare you?
Dude, come on.
He's like,
I'll pretend you're my
Peacock
kids.
You look just like my son, and it pisses me off.
What? Okay, now we can't keep Kevin hired if he beats his fucking kid.
We don't know that. This is his daydreams.
This is his daydream. He's his daydream.
Yeah, stop thought policing him. He can beat up his kid in his mind.
Plus, you don't know. You don't psychically reading his mind right now. You can't get enough to sit here to
I should use detect thoughts.
Yes,
This guy wants
yes.
to beat his kid.
Daydream.
Fuck.
That's just the surface level. We don't know what's beyond that.
Don't dig deeper. You'll get a
is
way
like,
darker
you know what?
story.
I love the kid. It's just like sometimes he's just so rude to me, and he loves his mother, but like I'm trying.
I'm trying. I put food on the table, but these people won't pay me.
2 gold.
Fuck you, he's
It's not enough. They have expensive taste. I'm just trying to do right by my family.
They
Nothing's
only eat
stronger.
imported food.
My child has so many allergies. I have to make sure I get all sorts of special things.
With this war, I'm
Am I-
worried about my kids. I need all the money I can get. I might have to evacuate all of this land, and that's gonna be expensive. If my masters don't pay me, my whole family's dead.
And my wife, she that disease that's just been racking her brain. If I can't afford the medicine, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
I can't believe she beats me every night, and I still make these payments.
Yeah, that's Kevin's monologue.
If we ever read Kevin's mind, we'll just refer back to this moment of the archive because this is spot on what Kevin's thinking about at any given moment.
Well, we gotta stop her. We're gonna kill Marana.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Campaign, I'm gonna be Kevin.
You're just gonna be Kevin.
That's my character. I am Kevin.
Just be Kevin's son, and then you'll be even stronger.
My daddy, he raised me so good. I knew him taking it out on me was just because he couldn't beat his mama.
Yeah.
It hurt me to watch. So I understood, and I took every blow I had to.
Tell you what, just at this moment, before we get back into it, let's take our break now. It's a little early, but we'll take our break and get right back into it right at 11, and we'll hop back into the rest of the game here. Yeah.
Mama said Daddy only sends 2 gold home because he ain't worth no more than that.
She says she's worth at least 5.
Mama says she's fine man to earn 5 gold a day. And I say, Mama, you should.
Improving with you is fun.
That was fun.
Honestly, it's good that things are devolving and we aren't leaving Greymouth today because
You're right.
It's not here. We need an anon for that.
Yeah. Just Greymouth for the next 30 sessions. Easy. But yeah. That was fun. I'm gonna go drink some more.
Moo, you gotta run a campaign in Sharn. That would be a heyday. They just stay in one city.
Perfect.
You got a whole city, and that's all people want.
That's true. Greymouth is too perfect. That's what it is. It's the perfectly designed city. You have a potion shop, you have a inn, and you have a crime syndicate. What else do you need?
Perfectly constructed in every way.
Oh, and a brothel. Yeah, that's true.
And a harbor that we've never explored at all.
Not true. Nanan went there a bunch.
Nanan, there's there a bunch. I've been there
Nanan
once.
explored the clams.
And no one's been to the bordello to do the same thing yet. Disappointing.
True. That's a yikes. If I've ever heard one.
Oh yeah, earlier when I was like, oh fuck, I fucking spilled my soda on my fucking keyboard again.
Oh shit! I do that all the time.
I've got a metallic keyboard,
Yeah.
so it's decently easy to clean. It's just picking off the keys is like pulling teeth. I'm just like,
Mine
oh,
killed
God,
my
I'm gonna.
last keyboard. My
We're
spillage.
trying to get some more booze, but
Yeah.
just because I guess I maybe I didn't quite understand how severe is the injury to Samaris.
Does she have a 5-foot penalty or a 10-foot penalty?
It looks like she probably moves at half your speed.
Half
enough.
speed?
Yeah, one of her legs. It looks like her if you look closely at it, you haven't done a message check or anything, but if you did look closely at it, it looks like her kneecap entirely has been like almost removed from some sort of terrible injury.
Oh.
Yeah. She keeps it covered mostly, but yeah, like you haven't learned the story, but the implication is that something went terribly wrong in one of her adventuring days.
We need to go. We need to go to up and get her a prosthetic leg.
Yeah. Yeah. Or get a regeneration spell, 7th level spell. I'm sure it's cheap.
I'm gonna grab a drink.
Yeah, me too.
have water.
They're late.
I'm not late.
Howdy, baby.
Get my shit back together.
Oh yeah.
Can you all hear? Can you hear me? Okay.
It's a little quiet, but that's fine.
All right. Let me.
Cause I can just crank up your volume. Say something.
Yeah. Can you hear that? Okay.
Yeah, it's all right.
Oh,
Discord's
let
volume
me.
system is
Hold
fucked.
on. How about now?
Oh,
How about
whoa, that's
how about
much
now? Is
louder.
that better?
That's
Yeah.
good.
Okay. Yeah. My apparently my headset wasn't charging today when I thought it was,
Ah, so it died.
so it died. And then I tried to connect my headset, but I can or my like headphones, but for some reason
It won't
let
take the
me
mic.
hear through them and speak through them.
Yeah, they're weird.
Yeah. So I don't know what that's about. Because it's a
So your
separate
your
input and
webcam is probably
output.
capturing your. Oh,
Yeah.
you're on a laptop.
Yeah, my laptop is.
Oh.
So
I
anyway,
mean,
so
laptop.
yeah, so I'm speaking through the laptop and hearing through the headphones.
Yeah.
Anyway, I was just trying to get that sorted out. And yeah, so like if I tried to set it to, it kept like canceling your guys speaking while I was so I couldn't figure out what the hell's going on.
Mm.
Anyway, I'm not the most tech savvy millennial. Am I a millennial? I don't know what the fuck age group I'm part of.
I mean, when it comes to becoming tech savvy, it's just that most of the time you end up having so many tech issues that you just get really good at troubleshooting. It's like, well, this worked last time. Okay, that's not working. Well, how about this? And then you just kind of figure it out. And then as long as you remember, ta-da, you're tech savvy.
Also, what's interesting is that the balance of in-game audio and your voices is actually better through these like little chitty
Yeah.
speakers than like the nice ones. It just must like auto balance or something.
A lot of the wireless headphones are actually pretty good at that, but like I could switch over to my Raycons. I always like having. I feel like I look goofy when I have when I look goofy in headphones, or at least I feel like I look better when I'm not in headphones.
I got a
no.
I got a bin so that my roommate's dog can't break into my food anymore. And I come in here and she's trying to get into the bin, but she can't.
That's trying to be a smart girl.
She's trying to be a criminal.
I had taken a video earlier of so my dog's favorite or my parents' dog's favorite thing to do is play tug of war. And whenever you'll grab the thing and then if you like put your hand on top of her head, she goes like, shakes it back and forth just like you just put your hand go and so I was like, Molly, like, should we leave Greymouth today? And I like put the ball in her hand like this, and then she went around. So I have a video of that. It just won't upload to Discord because it's too big.
Rip. But whenever, as we're all back, we'll kind of hop back in. So, just for the sake of brevity here, maybe we will be able to leave Greymouth if I do this little macro wave of the hand kind of thing. So, have you marked off the coin for paying your employees?
I mean, Resta, you did earn 25 gold from today. Oh,
Damn. It's like, excuse me?
He took the gold and ran.
These are on
Wait,
the
no, I'm
Dixon
out of
now.
here. I'm out of here. No, it's my gold.
It
I
doesn't
gotta go
transfer
buy
to
some gold.
IRL.
But yeah.
So hold on. So we owe how many days? It's been a week.
A week, yeah.
Yeah.
A week. So that would be 14 gold just for
Kevin.
Kevin, and then 12 gold
It's-
for the rest of the server.
It's 16.
per day. 12 times 7.
Yeah, it's 12.6. The total is
Yeah.
266 silver.
So 26 gold.
26
and 6 silver.
gold.
Whoa, hold on. What? 12?
266 silver,
14.
which is 26 gold and 6. It's because he's getting
14 gold and 86 or 84 silver.
Okay, let's open the old ledger back
It-
up one more time.
I got
12 times 7 is 84. Right? That's
Well, I'll tell you what. You
it's,
know,
it's
make it,
18.
sorry. It's 8. You're right. It's 18
Yeah.
Yeah.
times 7. You're right.
I'll say make it really easier. We'll just do so 6 times 3, 8 is that's 6
18.
divided by 3. 6 times 3, and then 18 silver. That's 1 gold and 8 silver, plus the 2 gold for Kevin. So the servants are at
It's a total of 12.6.
well, you guys added an addendum here, so I'm going to change this. So because I put 6 at 3 silver because I was going to count for that for the chef, but it's okay. We'll do 5 at 3 silver and chef at 9 silver. Hang on. Oh, I opened a thing I shouldn't have. Hang on. So 5 times 3, 15, plus 9 is 24. So 2.4 gold. So 4.4 gold per day. So 4.4
It's
times
38 gold
7.
now.
30.8 gold.
Okay. Well,
That's what my calculator says. 4.4 times
Okay.
7.
I have 50.
We'll make it an even 30 gold to make it easier.
Yeah, I
We'll
got
say,
54 silver. I can contribute to that. Personally.
I'm actually going to add in the employee ledger just for ease of it. We'll put the weekly cost at 30 gold so we can remember it. Weekly cost 30 gold. There we go. Yeah, servants are expensive,
Yeah.
but hey, you guys got just for you guys to remember. Just you guys were told that your gold for the contract was gonna be sent to the nearest relay post, and that's where you can pick it up.
Oh, I thought we didn't we pay extra to have them ship it to us?
You had it expedited to get dropped off back at this relay post faster, which means it's there waiting for you. It's just you paid for
Oh,
expedited
fuck.
shipping to you didn't pay for shipping
I
to
thought
your
that-
house. You paid for expedited shipping back and forth, which means you were technically what you guys planned to do was go there last night because at the end of the day is when it was going to be back. So it got there like last night at 9 o'clock or so, is what they told
Yeah.
you, and you were going to pick it up then, but you didn't. So it's waiting for you there though, assumedly.
Is that
You can always send a
way
servant to pick it up for you.
yeah,
If
actually,
you want a servant to
Frederick.
travel with like 1,000 gold. Yeah, Frederick comes out. Oh, yes, I'm here reporting for duty.
Who is the best for like sending out for deliveries?
Depends on how far.
To the relay post and back. I'm sure he's picked.
A few hours out town. There's bandits and all sorts of ruffians on the road. Probably one of those sent us release an armed escort. So probably Kevin.
Oh my god! If we send Kevin, we're never gonna see that money.
Oh, I don't trust Kevin.
What? What has Kevin done anything untoward?
We're not there. We can't.
You know,
We can't.
but it's a good point.
Martin
But
is
yeah.
upset. Wherever he is in the Fae, he's like, I'm pissed.
I
I
mean,
don't know why, but I'm angry.
I'm getting attacked by this fucking Yeth Hound and I'm angry.
I would like to rage.
we can just go get it.
But I have to meet with Ferrano.
Why don't you
Today?
go get it?
Yeah, today.
Send Nan to go get it.
Why are you meeting with Verano?
Because we need to talk about the big thing that we're doing. Nanon, darling.
She's in the arbor.
Right. He still
Fu-
doesn't fucking know, or she doesn't.
Nanon.
fucking know.
Brain.
Yes. Purple one?
Shifty one. That's what
Shifty
she-
purple one?
The package from Blackwoods? That wasn't his name. I actually wrote that. No,
Yeah.
hold on. I don't remember his name.
You're close.
I have it written down. Everyone else, please open faster. The Blackthorn guy.
Ah, the lordly one. Yes.
Right. So, his packages arrived at the relay post. We passed by there before. Could you pick?
I remember.
Could you pick it up?
But then they have to leave clams.
I can send somebody to pick up the clams.
Okay, that sounds like a good deal. But
Sorry,
will they
can
get
I
as many
check?
clams as I would?
Oh no, I was just saying. Gather all the clams that you've gotten
Oh,
and
I
then
see.
meet with a guy that looks like a servant, and you give him the clams, and we'll have them tonight for dinner.
Ah, okay, I see. We'll do that.
All right, Frederick.
You arrange that, and in the next 4 hours or so, so around 2. It's 9 plus 4.
13.
1 o'clock. You'll see your spoils returned.
Hell yeah, thanks Anon, you're the best.
If she doesn't get horribly.
Destroyed by bandits.
She has a big sword. Yep. Say Brody here. What are the rest of you doing? Just the meeting at this point kind of adjourns for you two. Yzmarita returns with some
return-
traveling gear.
Do we return Yusmaridi and I with before that meeting is over, or has that guy long?
Yeah, it would have been like after the meeting's over.
All right.
Nefsus peeks in. Make sure everything's okay.
You see before you the corpse of your no. No. All good.
My right is mind.
Not deep enough.
You have to go super duper deep.
No, yeah, he's all good. All good. Everything's a-okay.
What's his reaction to my guardian? Not the door.
He just tries like, who put this here? And he's like trying to squeeze by it. He's trying to move it. It's just too heavy. I can't leave.
Guardian. Excuse him.
Dum, 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 dum. Moves over.
Unless he's hostile. To me.
No hostile. He's here. And he frees my heads off. Yeah. And she comes out. Yes, well. I suppose, And she like looks as Maria's coming back up, carrying the relative various travel gear. It's like, all right. Well, whenever your friends are ready, we can set off.
Okay. They're probably back at the estate. Go meet them
Alright.
there.
Let's go. As the three of you head back to the estate.
I leave my
there-
guardian there in case anyone comes that's hostile to me.
Okay, okay. Sure enough. Yeah, you all meet back at the estate. Yeah, anything you want to do or say before you go?
Where's Nanan?
The non. Oh yeah, never mind. This is to them.
Didn't she say she was going to the harbor?
Oh
True.
no, Nanan went and picked up picking up the money. She's picking up money.
Oh,
I sent Frederick to go get clams and stuff.
wait. So you need to go talk to.
Ooh. So is that when? So Nepsis, Opal, and Esmeralda are here?
Yep. You have someone to talk to?
Nepsis,
Yes.
are you ready to have our meeting?
Uh,
Bring.
yeah.
Sorry, I was under the impression we were leaving post haste because that's why I canceled all my other meetings and all that, right?
This is post haste. This should be quick. Less than the 10-minute talk we had.
Psychic talk to Nepsis. What? Her talk to Ferrano?
No, she's not going to talk. No, that's not what I'm saying. We'll talk. I'm just telling her that we're going to be in a meeting.
Is she coming with us? Little
No.
heart?
She'll stay
Okay.
here.
Good. Great. Good. Sheesh. How? And then out loud. Hi. Good to see you again.
Yes. So, heading off. What's the plan? No meeting. Who are you meeting with? And why
I
is this
think-
taking precedence to our so important journey that you made so clear that we need to take care of?
Where you guys are coming with us to fight the necromancers?
That was what I was told. That is required.
Oh, that's great. Actually, that's really great.
Yes.
Yeah, I know. We
Uh,
got all the firepower we could need. Do you?
Ooh, we
I
are
don't know about you. I can feel her axe. Can you feel her axe? Dude? Is that just me?
You are standing really close to it.
Mighty fine.
Actually touching it.
Mighty fine.
The meeting is with Ferrano,
I'm not surprised.
and we're trying to see if there's any way out of this contract they have against you so you can continue your work here.
That would be handy.
Just to be clear, when you guys go to this meeting, you're not going to show up with Ferrano here too to join us to take out the necromancers.
I hope not. I would hate to work with that scum.
I don't think that's the plan. Right, Rasta? No, right? No.
Not with the necromancers, but I was hoping to maybe get his help in raiding the association.
And that just kind of looks kind of hopefully.
And she
That's
just looks
yours?
at all of you and, excuse me? Raiding?
Didn't fucking tell her about that.
Right?
Felt like one step at a
Honestly,
time.
I don't know exactly what it is you're talking about. Did we discuss that?
I thought the idea was not to do that if we didn't have to. I thought that's what you were telling me.
That's
I
what
thought
was
you
under
were
the
the one
impression.
insisting on it.
As long as I could keep them safe, then I'm okay with not raiding them right now. I don't like them in this town. I don't like them anywhere, but
I don't like green eggs and ham.
but I'm not trying to put people in danger.
All right. That's great. That's excellent. I was resolved to really light the town on fire. Now I don't have to do that. That's awesome. That's great.
That was
All right,
worst
so
case
this is-
scenario, or most likely scenario. Honestly,
Okay.
I didn't think we'd get this far.
All right.
I am astounded that you've made it this far alive, in fact.
He's really dangerous. Have you seen him?
Oh, I'm aware of how dangerous
yeah.
he is.
he kind of shrinks down. Yeah.
Dangerous to those around him, too. Be careful.
No, I've actually felt that.
Hmm.
You're really,
nothing's
really
changed.
liberal with the fireballs.
There was a lot of undead. A lot has changed, but there was a lot
And a
of
lot of
undead.
fish. It was mostly fish.
There was also fish.
They were really scary fish. Look, and I show her like the still healing bite wounds. It was fucked.
Yeah.
Anyway, good.
It
No,
was-
that's
it was
great.
a fireball
Honestly,
in the name of healing. So
I know. I
Right.
know.
Resta, what? Okay. How about we get the horses together? We get ready to move on out of here. Maybe pick up Nanan on our way back, and then we swing on down in the direction we can make our plan as we go.
Well,
Right.
let's still.
Well, give me, well, while you're doing this, and she begins to trace out some runes on the ground, I don't want to slow you all down. So I might as well do this now. Just go
What?
on. It'll take me a few minutes.
Why would you slow us down?
Well, I don't know if you've noticed, but she looks down to her leg.
Well, we have a cart.
Well, I
No, we're not walking.
have my no. I have my own way of transportation. It only takes 10 minutes or so to conjure up.
But all right then. I still want to meet with Ferrano for a variety of things. Then, if we're not,
Sure.
I was under a different impression. Sorry about that. I was figuring that there wasn't any going back for now, and I thought it was just gonna guns blazing.
You know,
Sure, sure.
before you actually, Resta, before you go meet with Hirano,
Don't-
Samir, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you hate Hirano?
Mm,
With 10
Dude,
being you hate him the most.
I would say 9.
Ah.
He's not as bad as some in the association, but he's still a criminal and still deserves justice.
That's a 9?
Yes.
So,
Okay, hold on a second. How about? Okay, Resta. Seriously, look. Okay, I made this very clear. Maybe I haven't made this as clear to you as I did in our meeting this morning. Do you have you all been missing what's happening? There are necromancers raising a horde of dead.
Oh no,
How
I'm
important is it
horrifyingly aware of that. That's why I thought we
for
were going
you
to get
to meet
done and
with
resolve.
fucking Ferrano when we could go deal with something where we have a leg up?
It's only going to take an hour.
we
Maybe a
have to
few
wait for
hours to
Nanan
get back and forth from town. And Nanan's gonna be gone for a little bit. I need to talk to him. I have to see if he has something that I'm looking for.
All right. Well, all right. Then maybe, Samiris, maybe you, Nefsus, Marana, and I can actually start to put a plan together before we hit the road, so we are more prepared by the time we arrive.
Very well. She stops. I will prepare this. I'll finish preparing this once we are heading out. Let's go talk.
And we'll walk to the study or
Resta, will you
someplace.
be okay on your own, or do you still want me to come with you?
I was hoping. I mean, I'm not. I was hoping to get that contract killing finished out as soon as we could. but I guess I don't know. Hunters are really good at finding people. I figured that I didn't know this was going to happen, so it's a little weird. It's not exactly what I was figuring for the plan, but it's certainly going to work out. I could be by myself. If you want to come, come.
Resta, I'll go with you because if something goes wrong, I can get us out.
Yeah, that's probably for the best. I
Do
don't
you have
really
the mention door?
deal with that.
A magician never reveals her secrets. Yes, I have.
Now it's on our side! Finally!
I would recommend maintaining any distance you can if you get sight of Ferrano, because there's a chance that they already know that their deal might be awry.
We'll talk. We'll talk.
Okay, heading off to meet with Ferrano. Ferrano?
Yep.
Ferrano?
Ferrano,
alright.
Ferrano.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
it's Ferrano.
It's both.
Both.
It's his first name is Ferrona. His last name is Frano.
Mr. Ferrano. But my friends call me Frona.
Ferrano.
Ferrona Frano. Hey.
Fucking halfling ass name.
All right.
Who you call that?
Heading up. So, as you make your way over, it takes let's see, takes roughly 155 minutes, so about 2 hours and some change. As you're arriving at the edge of the burrow, you see a lot of unsavory faces, but you make your way through the winding streets and eventually find your way to the hideout of Verona. As you do, you knock on the door, and you see the familiar face of the ogre, his bodyguard. He opens it up, and he's like, "Oh, come on in." And Verona is there, standing before you. He says, Resta, I did not expect you back today. What,
Right. Yeah, sorry, Michael.
Do not worry. I'm always happy to do business with a old friend. So, what is it I can help you with today?
So, first thing, well, for one, I love the gun. It's great. It hurts. It hits really hard, I think.
Been adjusting to
Pretty
the
sure.
recoil and all that nice and well, I hope.
Yeah. So, question: do you have do you happen to have anything that might pertain to these? And I bust out the psychic swords.
And he looks at that and just, whew, that is, I always knew you were special, but that is quite the interesting. He taps it and burns his finger and he kind of winces. Oh, this is some of your golden hand trickery, yes?
It's even kind of special amongst the Golden Hand. I only know one other person that can do it.
I have a
Good.
interesting. I've heard of others, but within your order, I'm surprised you do not know of them. But
I don't know.
the number is low.
But so, do you have anything that might I want to figure out how to turn these into a shield.
Oh, well, let's see. I don't have anything on hand about the psychic ways or anything like that. But I can certainly talk with some of my contacts and procure
Anything you'll
something like that.
Unfortunately, I have to get out of town pretty soon.
Hey, how long
Do you
will
have
you be gone?
anything- I don't know.
Well,
I don't know when I'll be coming back. It might be a while. I have to go down south for quite a bit.
this is troublesome. But if you were to, as long as you are somewhere with a relay post, send
I'll be
message.
going to Ormstaller.
Yeah. Let's see. He pulls out a map. There is a relay post. I do not think Ormsdollar. Unfortunately, Ormsdollar does not have one at the moment, but there is one near South Scar. You could leave a message there or hire a courier in Ormsdollar to take your message to the relay post and so on and so forth. That is probably the best I can do.
All right.
Ormsdollar is a new
And,
settlement. It is in the far reaches of society.
so now, Fernando, I love the gun.
Great. I am glad to hear this.
However, I'd like to use it as payment.
For this?
That- All right.
The payment is not due until I procure this. I do not know if I even can. So
All right.
hold on to it for
It's-
now.
Okay.
But I will
just,
gladly
yeah.
accept it. It is a fine piece of craft. Once I
It's
have
great.
procured your book. So yes, wait till I get the book. Or whatever information I can find. And once I do, we will talk about the specifics of cost. I imagine whatever I find will not be costly as that, but I never know. This is a rarity that I do not deal with very often.
Okay. Right. Good. Morana, did you want anything?
For I know you
Yes.
have a very eclectic interest.
I
Would you
do.
happen to have anything that would be useful against a vampire?
Maybe. What is your price range?
What is your cost?
Well, I have many things. I have this wooden stake that I hear is quite effective. Only cost you a few silver.
No.
Holy water cost a little more.
I'm thinking of something a little bit more magical in nature.
I have magic items. How much are you willing to spend? This is me as the DM saying to all of you, you're broke as shit. I don't think you can afford a magic item.
Yeah, correct. We are all fucking broke. We can't afford a
Well,
magic item.
Until
That's why-
until Nanan gets back with our fucking cat.
You won't stop my
Magic-
shopping.
You
DM.
won't
Magic
stop the
items
3
are-
sessions of shopping.
This is number 4. Accept
I'm
it
just
before I
looking
make
for,
it 5.
Out of character, I'm looking for like something like a daylight scroll or anything.
A daylight scroll?
I know it's terrible because I'm a drow. I blind myself.
Yeah,
Take care
let
of
me
them.
Blinded by the light.
let me do some. Like he looks at you and anyway, he looks at you and third level. Third level spell scroll will cost you 300 gold pieces. I could probably procure it. It's not too out of the ordinary. That
Could
is for
you-
sure.
Procure it by today?
Perhaps I'd have to make some contacts. Give me a moment. And he heads off to like a back room. Gone for about
Rested.
5 or 10 minutes.
Resta, you don't think we're gonna run into the vampire, do you?
No, definitely not. Well, probably not. Hopefully not. That would be bad. That would be really bad. That would be very, 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 very bad.
It'd be very bad. But we just killed Cobram. I
If
don't think they're
anything,
gonna play with us anymore.
I don't think we'll run into the vampire.
If we run into a vampire, I'm killing you.
Just
It's like
kill the
the-
vampire first. I'll accept it afterwards.
well, you know what helped with killing a vampire? A daylight scroll. But
I
as
wonder if Nexus can do something like that. That might help.
as he returns, he's a few minutes later. Yes. I can procure this today, but the expedition of this will accrue a fee, extra 100 gold on top of the 300.
Okay, just keep that in your back pocket.
Sure
We might
thing.
need it later.
If that is all, I have other clients to and other projects to work on. Maybe we'll get back to it.
Bye.
Goodbye.
See ya, Ferono.
Yes. So the ogre kind of ushers you all out. But yeah, you return back to the group.
I guess we do. Fuck.
Okay. Around this
yeah.
time, it takes a couple hours, and An's already back at this point, and she's kind of back with the other group. She's like holding this large sack of coins. Fuzzy one, here you go. That's you, Opal.
Oh, right. Sorry.
Uh,
So I was so entranced.
no worries.
Oh shit.
You can go ahead and check my notes here. Did you get the proper amount? I'm pretty sure my amount.
Okay, and really quick, did anybody take money out of their inventory or cart storage to pay the servants yet? Because if
No.
not, I can do that right now. Okay, I will do that right now.
Okay.
So I'm going to remove the 25 from our cart storage and 50 silver from my own stuff, and then they are paid.
They thank you. But here is 1,500 gold pieces added to your inventory.
Okay.
Into cart storage. Third party trade.
Or your own pockets if you want.
I
We
shouldn't be
still have to
trusting.
pay, we have to pay the mercenaries too before we leave.
The
Right,
mercenaries?
300 gold.
Oh, right. Yeah. Well, if you know how to find them,
He'll find us.
I know how to find them. I know where they would normally go into town.
They told you they were staying in the inn for the night for a few more days.
okay.
And just for the sake of brevity, if you want to go ahead and mark out that 300 gold, just like Keller and thanks you. It's like, well, now that you've paid me that, mark off the gold.
Where? Sorry. Where did you put the gold?
I didn't. I was hoping you would.
1,500 gold into.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I gotcha.
But yeah, he looks at you. Now you've paid me. I'm willing to talk about other work, but let's avoid the surprise.
Okay. Well, the worst thing we're gonna end up having to deal with is a vampire. Think you can handle it?
By myself? No. With you guys backing me up? Probably not. Maybe.
We
That
got
was
two
better off.
other people.
Yeah. Well, tell you what, 600 gold for a possible another threat like the one we faced before, and that'll cover any incursions of a strange bedfellow, so to speak.
That sounds like a good deal. And you'll be with us
This-
the whole time?
This is
Until
for
your
a job,
next,
not today.
This is till your next big thing.
Right. So we pay him 600 gold now, and he's with us until we kill it.
Until you kill some of
This-
equal threat,
this-
yeah.
Yeah. This big thing. Right.
Or if you look, I'm not gonna mince words. If we come up against something that's equally as dangerous before then, that's my contract. But if you want me on a specific job, I can meet you somewhere, and then when you're ready, we can move in together.
What if we paid you for something a little bit bigger than what we fought before?
If you want my services for
900, maybe, if we have that much.
900 gold. Huh. Yeah. I think for 900 I could I think our band here could accompany you for some time, but
7 AM PCs all at once. Let's go, baby.
yeah. Flood my initiative order. That's be fun. Hope you guys are ready to listen to me narrate like 30 actions in a row. But it looks due. Yeah, we can do that. 900 gold. Just hoping to take some time off before all this
So
next phase, but that's a lot of money to turn down. Whew. All right, 900 gold.
You could have
Like-
time off with us as we travel. Won't that be fun?
that'll be the relaxing points. Yeah, we'll have 6,000 gold. Take it away.
900
I can
gold.
accept this.
All right, tell you what. For 900 gold, here's what I'll do. Well, tell me your plan first. I need the details of the contract for what are we going up against? Where are we going? And what is exactly
We're-
what you want me to
We're
kill?
headless- We're well at this point. Sorry, I gotta just refresh my memory on thing.
It's 2 necromancers because it's Evelyn and someone else.
Right. It's probably. I believe it'd probably be Gabrainth Kane. I suspect. Former doctor, but,
All
only
right.
because the elves from Onibridge, so more likely to the north.
But-
Do I have my geography right on that? Is Onibridge to the north?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Okay.
pull out this map for this.
Yeah, we're going south.
Yeah. So I suspect it's probably not that guy.
All right. So, where are we headed first? And let's just detail the specifics of this contract. We're
Yeah,
headed first. Where are we going?
Ormstaller.
Ormsdollar. And there we expect to fight a vampire.
Or no, we're going to
Uh,
South Scar first, then Ormstaller.
South
Sorry.
Scar first. Gotcha. Then Ormsdollar. South. Okay, so South Scar. That's where we fight the vampire.
Maybe it
most
could.
likely necromancer. Hopefully not vampire. If we can take care of the necromancers, the vampire will have less backup, and will be comparatively easier to deal
Simpler.
with.
You got it. All right. Well, with that in mind, some sort of threat in South Scar, and then vampire in Ormsdollar, and all that for 900 gold. So, my fee 600 gold flat for anything vampire level. Depending on what we find in the desolate, or the South Scar, but whatever we find there might change the price. If it's vampire level, might go up to 600 gold for that too. Just so we're clear.
Well,
But-
let's.
Depends on what we
Well,
find.
then follow us to Sanskar.
Sure thing. And we can go ahead and start off with that 900 gold payment now, and we'll go with the 300 extra if it gets crazy, or better yet, we'll charge 300 afterwards if worst comes to worst, and we'll join you for the rest of it.
We'll pay you 600 up front.
Sounds good. That sounds good. And then after South Scar, we'll decide what's next.
Okay. We
Sounds-
have.
Excellent.
All right. We'll take payment up front this time, if you don't mind. We
Done.
got some stuff to buy. Alrighty. Takes it. And he looks at Zestra, hands her a sack of coins. Get yourself something that's going to actually
Hurt.
hurt. That's right. And she looks and just kind of gives a grimace, but she's like, fine. I'll find something in the gray market.
You can use the book that I got you. Gave
Yeah.
you?
Maybe.
Man, you're gonna use the book that I gave you. I could have charged you for it, but I
She heads off just without a word. Right. Well, give us a few minutes, and we'll meet you south of town.
We may be just heading direct to South Scar. If you don't see us south of town, just meet us there.
You got it. All right. You, the rest of you, get ready. We got another job. I promise. This is the last one for a while.
He's lying.
Hey, this is enough to take some vacation time. And I definitely need it just as much as you all. All right.
All right. So we get together with Samiris and Ismeridia.
Yep.
You
You
get ready to go.
you gather your forces, and whenever you're ready to march southward, we can. At this point, Samiris is like, "Is the room on the cart?
Yes.
I'll take that instead of using my other means." She hops on. Whenever we're ready.
So how many people can we fit in the cart? 6?
The cart and kit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, and then a driver and a passenger on the sidecar. So 8
Perfect.
people.
Great. Then we all fit. Just making sure.
Yep.
Wait, who's driving? Normally
Resta and the non.
And
Resta and the non drive. We have.
I will drive.
I'm with her to make sure nothing goes wrong.
Nothing will go wrong if I am driving.
Correct. You'll do great.
I
You
always
do great. Correct.
Yes.
Yes.
Really quick, I'm just gonna kind of before we go, I'm just gonna give the horses a little pep talk, saying like we're just gonna head south, warmer weather. It should be mostly a vacation. When we get to our final destination, we're gonna actually unhitch you and just let you do your thing. So if anything scary does happen, you'll be totally safe and able to take care of yourself.
They nod, weirdly enough, with like a knowing. Like, this is like they understood you. They just give you a nod.
Great. Thank you, Kobold.
And all right, y'all heading off.
I think is there. Oh, Nessus, you're muted.
I am muted. It's true. I said, let's blow this pop stand. Pops.
As he
Even
launches a
Greymouth?
fireball at the burrow.
I'm in the back of the cart transferring honey from the jug of alchemy into that regular jug that I bought, like a weirdo.
You are. You are. You are.
Are we fully leaving Greymouth? Is this it?
Yes.
Yeah, this is finally it.
Look, you did it. 2 hours later, as you're rolling back past the Stone Tombs.
I left my charger. We have to go
I
back.
know.
Let's turn back around. Okay. The 2 hours pass, you arrive at the Stone Tombs, past the little river there. The Atelsier Creek, actually. And as you're moving forward, you see. Are you already been to this part here? You see the relay post in the distance, the Shrine of Law there. Just continuing wherever you guys, whoever would like to move the token can. Just one stage at a time.
When we pass by the Shrine of Law, do I see like anything weird? Because I know the last one, like the Shrine of Community, I think.
It's supposed to be up here.
Well, there's a Shrine of Earth was the last one we saw.
Sure.
Yeah, but there's one over by, the Shrine of Community by Emberwell. We saw. That's where we found the secret trail or whatever to the abandoned tower. So just glancing out, do I see anything?
You guys didn't investigate the shrine before, did you?
No.
The Shrine of Law? No.
No, yeah, okay. Hang on.
We went to the Shrine of Community, but we only saw it empty.
Yeah, the Shrine of Community, but not the Shrine of Law. Hang on. I have to dig through my notes here a little bit. The Shrine of Law, what you see as you kind of approach, you see the same vaguely reptilian androgynous humanoid, except instead of holding dozens of small humanoids who are all grasping each other's forearms as the community one was, this one is bearing a set of scales that is just in its one hands.
Uh-oh.
Does
Oh.
anybody say that?
Oh, yeah, I'll like, oh, look. Oh, I guess people can't see it. This one has scales instead of people in it. I guess the Earth one had something different too.
Did you guys investigate the other one, Earth one?
I think
you
we
did.
passed.
There.
Oh,
I
Oh, wait,
think
no, we
I
did
think
go
you
up
like
there.
drove.
Oh,
we
shit.
did poke
did.
around a little. It was a while ago, but we did definitely poke around at the other shrine.
Okay, well, yeah, I might have described it then, but I'll go ahead and tell you. Just at the Earth one, there was, yeah, I remember describing this. It was the same reptilian androgynous humanoid with arms extended upwards, holding onto a massive like boulder, like a circular boulder.
Do the scales look anything like? I mean, beyond just being scales, do they have? And I'm sure it's off in the distance to a certain degree, but how much do they look like the scales of good and evil that we have?
They both like scales, but the one on the Shrine of
distance
Law,
is hard.
yeah. Well, when you guys kind of come up close to it, but like looking at it, like it doesn't have any special markings. It is literally just a set of scales, unlike the scales of good and evil that are very well decorated and like covered in runes and all this other stuff. So there's a lot of scales in the world, and they're often affiliated with law.
And just before we had left, so I guess we can continue this on the journey. Samiris and Yismeridia and Nephthys and I and Nanan, well, after Nanan returned, we would have kind of started to formulate a plan of how we were going to kind of investigate these areas and, try to catch the any necromancers that might be in the area unawares.
Yeah. Any
Keep
just
prepared
bullet
also
points you
for
guys wanted to? Any bullet points you wanted to hammer out real quick?
I have some ideas. If anyone, please feel free to jump in. But you're muted. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I was saying go on. Go.
Oh. Okay. Well, so we kind of knew that they were, always dealing with some crypt-related things. So I would kind of see like, hey, okay, do you know where the crypt area near South Scar would be? It might be smart to check that out before we make our presence known in the main town. Or
Are you
if
asking this
there's
to
anybody
Samiris?
Yeah, or if Samiris knows anybody in the town, like any leadership. in South
Um,
Scar.
I believe the crypts are to the east, and I do know of the Lord Mayor of South Scar. They have a very similar political setup to Greymouth. The Lord Mayor is an interesting fellow. He's a gnome by the name of Bilgrim Ertix. Honestly,
They're
he
way worse than deer ticks. Oh, let me
he
tell you.
he is quite the chatterbox and usually has servants on hand. He likes to flaunt his position. He's also apparently quite the reputable surfer. He won last year's contest at the Sunset Whirlpool over the Wanderer's Keg, and last year's prize was just simply a coin purse, but hey, he made good use of it.
And would you consider this a trustworthy gentleman, or?
To me, he seems more motivated by the power and the coin of the position. However, he has done South Scar well. The town under his leadership has prospered. Most people there are very well off, and there isn't a huge amount of crime compared to Greymouth, so it's hard to criticize him for that.
Hopefully, his willpower will be enough to stand up to the threats that we face.
It is hoped.
Well, as we get closer, I guess we can hammer it out further. But
Yes.
we want to, as much as possible, maybe indicate that things aren't going so well up north. In case word gets to these necromancers, we want them feeling confident, even if, because hopefully they don't have as much knowledge as we do.
I'll let you take the lead on all of that. I am simply here to provide backup.
Do you know if Evelyn was familiar with this Lord Mayor?
I couldn't say. All the Lord Mayors of the various settlements that have this sort of democratic system, some opt not to, but all of them still gain permission and rights under the Banner Lord from Emberwell. But there are a few different, political systems throughout America. However, most of them are familiar with the leaders of the other towns, yes. But to what extent, I could not tell you.
So, we can assume that this mayor has already been bought off. I mean, Cobram offered us a wish.
Hard to say. We have no definitive proof of that, so I would not condemn the man.
We'll not condemn him. We're not gonna kill him or anything. Just avoid.
I mean, do we really have any proof that they even need to? If it's the big guy, I'm pretty sure he could just walk in and do what he wants.
Oh, I have an idea. Perhaps something to keep on hand. Marana,
Yes.
how are you at copying handwriting? Or rest for that matter?
Let's see.
I'm actually okay, decent.
Because we do have a set of letter writing material from Cobram's estate after we defeated him. It might be nice to have a semi-official looking seal to indicate that we are
Just
allied with the Waterdeep.
if you're curious
the
about
Waterlords.
if you're curious about forgery, it is a forgery kit is what you're looking for, and it uses if you're proficient in forgery kit as a tool proficiency, that determines how good you are at that.
Okay.
I am not proficient with it, but I do have good hands.
Okay.
One of the mercenaries might be.
True.
True.
But at the same time, are we sure that they don't already know that he's dead?
Well, they know he's dead.
But they may not know who did it.
They know it was us.
I think they might know it was us.
But they may not know. But they do not know that Samaris is involved now.
There's a lot of conjecture, and I don't know how much that helps us.
And Nephesis can change his face.
He
Yep.
could try to look like Cobram.
And I do have this bottle. It points to the bottle, but doesn't say what it is.
Oh, you have that thing.
Yeah, I don't know if it'll help.
Did you drink any of it? What does it taste like?
No, I'm not gonna drink any of it.
Let me
I'm
take
more
a
of a
sip. Let me
picky-
take a sip.
No, don't take a sip.
You should.
I'm not allowing you to take a sip.
Please.
Oh. He puts the bottle in the bag, ties it up.
Well, it might be worth taking
A sip?
for lack of a better term, taking a stab at making a semi-official letter from Cobram that we have maybe made the wise decision to ally ourselves with the Heralds.
But
Anyway, and that's all I'm going to say on the matter. And someone else, because I can't write.
I have an idea.
Yep.
we could play off that Corbin died, and he set his skeleton. I already forgot his name.
Norman.
I'm so bad with names.
Name is Norman.
He could have programmed Norman. We could say he programmed Norman to put the necklace on him if he were to die.
Just for fun,
And-
as a reminder, top right, you go over journal entries as a tab. You can create entry, start your own note page. Could be handy.
What? Oog, what? How could we use that?
I don't know.
Listen, man, I have a whole document of notes that I don't write in. I did at first.
Oh no, I'm just saying. It's convenient to know NPC names.
Could also lie and say we have a tier.
That's true.
We could make ourselves look important.
Well, as long as If-
So to say, but like, why did we kill Cobram?
but what if we don't go in?
We
What
got
if we send Nephesis, Samiris, and Aldemir?
Meridia.
Ismeridia in? Because if they have a letter from Coburn, Evelyn doesn't know who they are, doesn't know anything about them except for the fact that they're from Greymouth.
well, I
and
mean,
if
she'd be
this guy
familiar with
isn't-
the law enforcement.
Yeah, but if this Lord Mayor doesn't, if he's just like a pawn, if he's just been granted a wish to not do anything, then he doesn't know anything, and he doesn't know about Coburn dying.
I would say, Samiris kind of speaks up. I mentioned it briefly before, but me and Evelyn never really saw eye to eye, given her corruption with the association. But that's about
She
all
can
I'm aware
go
that she knew of me.
I don't know how likely it is that Evelyn's here. Norman said that there was a woman that stopped by, got her wounds healed, and so she would have gone north and then around all of Greymouth, and then ended up south within a week. It's
That takes.
a long trip
She probably
to not be on the main
Go.
roads, unless we just missed her. She could have been traveling on the main roads, but that's risky.
Can't she turn into a fog? I saw her turn into a fog.
It was a very slow-moving fog,
Oh, well.
slow enough that like
Wasn't particularly windy these last couple days.
you probably could have caught it. Like if you were some sort of creature that could have flown over the cliff, because like she just like drifted over the cliffside and like, yeah, if you could turn something to flew or something like that.
Are you
probably
telling me I could have jumped over the cliff?
would've- Yeah.
Death.
You probably could have swam faster than she was, or at least on pace with how fast she was moving.
She does like the Max Payne, like jumps over the side, Eldritch
In
Blast.
slow motion.
Yeah, and just oh,
Well, so since we aren't entirely sure what we're going to encounter there, it's best to be prepared for all scenarios. So maybe if we take a quick break, we can make an attempt at making a letter that looks legitimate and have that in our back pockets.
Doing that just right here at the relay post.
We don't have a forgery kit.
You don't
Are
have
they
forgery
Are they gonna arrest us for forgery?
kit. No, I'm just like I'm curious if you're doing this here like before. Because if
Oh,
you're
no.
here, you have all of the team together. If you're there, you only have
Right.
Yeah, you would have like based on how you guys moved, you would have met up with the mercenaries too, so they're with you.
So we would have talked to the I would ask the mercenaries then because I want to have this letter as an option.
Zestra, she speaks up. I am capable of forging documents, but I do not have a kit of my own, unfortunately.
first thing on the shopping list in town, I guess.
Suppose so.
I have this feet prescient planner. What's a forgery
Yeah, it's a
kit?
great planner.
1 gold. I think I bought
15
one.
gold.
Oh fuck. Never mind.
How many gold?
It's 15 gold.
Oh, 1.5. All right, we got it.
Yep.
Anyway,
You can buy in South Scar, but yeah. Well, maybe. It would have been easier buying Greymouth with all the criminal elements. You'd probably track one down in South Scar, but it might not be that hard to assemble because it is made up of things that are technically legal. But yeah. Anyway, pressing on.
Just gotta go to Home Depot, buy some lumber with with my chemicals and
Yeah.
my rope
I mean,
and my duct tape.
potentially we might be able to.
And
Could
your
we
cough
buy
syrup.
all the supplies for a forgery kit in like a messenger relay? At the messenger relay?
They don't really sell like wholesale supplies. They would have the supplies you would need, but they don't sell them. They just kind of write letters and stuff. So
I'm sure if you asked and gave a good enough tip, they'd sell it.
theoretically, if you want to try,
There's a lot of stuff I do for $5.
good to know.
especially now that you have your death root addiction.
So is that the plan? Go to the relay post and see what you can.
I'd be okay waiting till South Scar. I imagine Zestra and the mercenaries would be able to quickly acquire those materials.
Yeah, I think the
And
price would
just,
be very high because they probably don't
yeah.
carry X spares.
Exactly. And also on top of that, you guys probably have to rest anyways, because like getting into South Scar is gonna be like right around midnight, which is pushing on. You guys go like 2 or 3 a.m. I think, and then before you get exhaustion.
Let's get into South Scar and camp out for the night. There's no reason for us to stay out.
Actually, around
So-
11. Yeah, you guys are pushing exhaustion if you push all the way into South Scar, like, because from 7 to 11 is 23 is 16 hours.
We'd make
Well,
up for it
maybe
with
we
the
should
night's
camp
rest.
outside of South Scar without actually going into it.
Up to you, but it would only incur one Constitution check because once every hour, and you'd be in South Scar. And the worst case is you get one exhaustion penalty, and
it goes away
and it goes
at the
away when
end
you go
of
to
a long
sleep.
rest.
But something might happen. I'm not going to tell you either way, like to do something. But you would theoretically could. It wouldn't be too much of a push.
I mean,
Um,
regardless of how we do it, we're reinforced. We have like 10, 12 people here.
It's kind of a big band, yeah.
Right. I'm thinking perhaps it might be best actually before we enter South Scar to just split up and stagger our way in.
Yep.
Not literally, but just by time, so we don't appear too conspicuous.
I got you, Kelleran says as I'll pull my group back and we'll head in a few hours later. Meet at the local tavern, whatever that may be.
Yeah. I guess.
You guys stand out. We can find you.
That's true.
What? How often do you? What? Do you don't see Tabaxi all that often?
Not really.
How often do you see with a girl with one rabbit ear?
Correct. And the horns kind of poke out above the crowds, and
Nipsis has horns.
I can
Morana's
change that.
another Morana.
You guys stand out too.
that's true. There's not a lot of drow in these parts. Not like Starreach.
So
Anyways,
we're
Sounds like a
Split
good
up.
plan.
split up, go into town, and then you're gonna meet us at the tavern.
Yeah.
Are you guys gonna be like, "Oh my gosh, Morana, we haven't seen you in forever," or is it gonna be like
Something like that.
Wait, you said Star Reach.
Yep.
What?
That's where we
Nessus,
picked up Marana.
Nessus, didn't we hear something about Star Reach today?
Yeah, about the war.
What about it?
Yeah.
That's the new
apparently
front of the war.
Is that so?
Yeah.
Well, the news escaped my ears. That ain't good. I mean,
Just kind of heard it in passing by some guards, but
if well, that's neither here nor there. I mean,
well, it is there.
yeah, it is there. But if the conclave takes over, not exactly good for business. But there are other places we can go.
Would you hunt druids for money?
No, we don't really agree with that sort of authoritarian view on religion.
Good. Appreciate that.
Yep.
So, I guess
So-
we stagger our way into town.
All right. See you guys later. And 2 hours. You push, towards the Scarborough Mines here. Actually, you're on my notes. Get off my notes. As you kind of go here, pause for a second.
Combat.
Giant Toad
Yeah.
Ranch.
What?
Please, can we stop? Mom,
I
it's
wanna
just
go
right
to
off
the
the
toad.
exit.
It's just right there. Look,
Giant
big toad.
toads, Mom. I'm not even tired.
Look, you stay out. I promise. I won't be cranky.
I'm gonna stay up for a little while longer. I don't have school tomorrow.
Tomorrow's what a Stice Day. We don't go to school tomorrow.
Esmeralda's like, Nepsis, can we go? No, we have to go to bed.
But just a ways off of the road leading into South Scar is a man-made canyon of orangish red rock rich with iron deposits. A large mining camp sprawls through the center of this canyon. Various tents and ramshackle buildings are surrounded by mining carts, picks, and carriages loaded with supplies. At the edges of the canyon, dozens of tunnel entrances are carved into the walls. Many face northwards, but there are also a fair number in other directions, all really except southwards. As along the south cliff wall is a much larger, much more permanent building made from white stone that is stained red from the dirt and clay in the area. The building is multiple stories tall, has a large number of armed individuals surrounding the perimeter, along with a short stone fence that is about 5 or so feet high. Off in the distance, you can see a large, right in front of that building is a large wooden sign that sits in front of the structure. It's hard to make out from this distance. You'd have to get closer to read the sign, but you figure it's probably telling you whatever this building is. But yeah, it would require you to go down into the vines and all that stuff.
Skirt
So
the edge.
Maris, do you know what that building is?
Let me see. And she's going to make just a check here. She should probably make a history check. Where is she? Where's her character sheet? Where is it? Where is she? There she is. Nope. There she is. She's pretty smart. Yes, I believe I have heard of this group. That is the Terra Extraction Mining Guild. They have taken over the mining operations here for some time. Them, along with the Lord Mayor here, export and import, export a lot of minerals and other, treasures of the earth, which is largely what allows South Scar its wealth.
Okay, that's good to know. And maybe if there are a lot of guards there, then that's a good sign. We're near South Scar. It doesn't seem like it's too damaged. That can only be a good thing.
Sure.
That's a good sign.
And you do see South Scar on the horizon, just a short couple of hours away. If you guys are ready to push on.
It's not like burned down. Like from the distance, we're not seeing smoke rising from
No.
the ash. Okay.
South Scar's destroyed. We're all fucked. Everything's over. Everything's over.
Mhm.
Campaign.
The Great Toad Ranch, no.
To South Scar.
All right.
Oh, those
2
are
hours.
trees. I thought they were giant cactuses.
When you said the short fence, I thought that the Great Toad Ranch was the building you were talking.
They're jumping over. We can't stop them. This fence
So
is
at
too
this
short.
point,
I got so excited. I was like, "Oh my gosh, the Great Toad Ranch!"
We can't go to the Great Toad Ranch. We don't have time.
hey, you guys needed faster transportation. Maybe it's hopping right in front of you. But
We need a hop cart.
but
And if we
With
need to carry more
springs.
people, the frogs can just hold them in their mouths.
that's true.
Oh
That's
my
true. Everyone make a
You ever seen
Constitution saving throw
Konosuba?
for me.
You ever done DMT? I'm gonna willingly choose to take this with disadvantage because man, I could really go for some death root right now.
You could.
You said a
I
saving
think
throw.
1
In
point.
fact, at the end of the day, I'm glad you reminded me of this. You are starting to crave it, and go ahead and make another Constitution saving throw. as withdrawal begins to kick in. That unfortunately is a failure. So, not only do you gain, well, hang on. It's what is a DC for exhaustion checks?
10.
I think it's 10. It's not saying in the exhaustion rules, which is annoying.
I
think it's
believe
10.
it's 10, and
I
then
think
every
it's
time
10
you
plus the exhaustion level.
something like that, and then every time you go on for an extra hour or something, you add to the DC. It's like by 1 or by 2 or something.
A long rest. Yes, we're gonna. Fucking God, why are people not ever just get to the point? Oh my God. I know what
The
exhaustion is.
TLDR needs to be at the top. Not
I know.
It's just like a recipe.
the worst. I can't. It gets me so bad.
Oh
when
my
the
God.
recipe stories.
Search. Oh my God, there's not even the word DC. The letters DC aren't even in this article. What is the DC of exhaustion? DC is 15 for each day of without sleep. On a failed saving throw, characters. It is 15, so it's just a flat roll of 15. I don't think it increases by anything, but that's what we'll go with for now. So not only do you gain 1 level exhaustion, but with this right, just chuckling.
Guess you saved now.
Everyone who rolled under 15, you gain 1 level exhaustion. Rest, you gain 2 because of your withdrawal. You are not happy. In fact, let me check, because I would say it wouldn't even. Okay, it doesn't matter. The first roll you rolled 10 is 10, so even if it wasn't at disadvantage, because I would say probably not disadvantage because you have to roll another thing anyways, but it would have been 10 anyways, so it doesn't matter. Yep. But with that, you arrive at the edge of Soundscar as you see organized streets that create a neat and orderly grid are surrounded by tall, modern, and impressive buildings. The town itself seems to be quite well off and industrious, as carts full of minerals and gemstones kept in the locked chest. Well, not this time, or during the day would be freely making their way into town from the west, but there's a few cars kind of rolling in at this hour. A heavy presence of guardsmen patrol the western road, though they do not seem to wear the uniform or any identification marks from the garrison in Emberwell. From the main square, there are a few places of interest immediately visible. You can see the town hall, which is a large, towering building flanked by 2 shorter side offices, sits at the as a central office for the Lord Mayor of Salskar. The central tower is a large arched doorway, leads to a small atrium of sorts, but you can investigate that more if you would like. And then there is another building, kind of immediately visible, known as the Delver's Drinking Hall. It's an impressively built 2-story tavern with bright orange shingles and red brick walls with decorative wooden pillars holding up the corners and decorating the trim. The windows of the establishment are stained glass of various colors that probably create a very interesting space during the day on the inside. And then finally, you see a blacksmith known as the Smith of Myths. It looks like a very simplistic building, but the sign outside promises a lot based on that description or that name. Yeah, where would you like to go from here?
To Delvers, I think. Right?
All right. Heading over, you find there's a spot for like a valet kind of deal to take your mounts and cart and store it away. This service would just run you 2 silver. Someone mark that off. If you want to take advantage of it, or you just leave your car out in the street, up to you. Okay. So you enter in, and entering into the building takes you down just a couple of steps to bring the floor a slight level lower than the outside. And immediately in front of you is a massive centerpiece rug made from the hide of a boulette. Past that is a staircase that goes up to the upper floors and likely the bedrooms. To the left of the rug is an open seating area with various tables, booths, and single chairs set up around a roaring fireplace. To the right is a long U-shaped bar with comfortable cushioned bar stools surrounding it and brass footrests lining the bottom. Behind the bar is a lizard folk, interestingly enough. He has a plated head and golden eyes with pointy black scales. He's tall, beefy, and has like a very long face. And he's just standing behind the bar, tending drinks, talking to some of the patrons. When this entire atmosphere, actually put the tavern music on, is quite lively, even at this late hour. There are plenty of people drinking, eating, and enjoying the night's activities. A lot of them seems to be, a very large amount of them seem to be like hardy miners. But even though they're miners, like you can tell because of the soot and stuff, they are all like kind of dressed in like, they look like they changed out of their mining clothes and put on like finery almost, but they're still kind of covered in soot in places. But these miners are quite well off, it would seem, from their labors. They see the benefit of them.
I should shut this bar down. It's serving too many miners.
That's true. I'm taking away a hero point. Do you have one I can take away?
I will give you mine.
Don't!
Take my hero point and putting it in party trade.
That's fine. I'll just next time I'm going to give one to Nezos. I won't.
What?
Wait, I look over to his daughters. What was their reaction? To the dad joke.
Oh, they just. Yes, Meridia. Actually, no. Both of them just kind of let out a sigh and like. Yes, Meridia looks like she wants to chuckle, but she just stomachs it back.
What? It was pretty good.
Yeah. Whatever.
You were hilarious, Nepsis. You did great.
Thank you. Resta gets it. I can explain to anybody that's confused.
No, I think we understood. Just. I'm tired.
Yes, you can look in party trade.
Not taking it.
So,
Oh, he doesn't get a hero point. That's definitely for sure. No, you keep that away from him.
I feel like I was physically punched in the gut. Why?
Yeah.
Satisfying.
oh, I have a good one for you.
Please
Here's a
don't.
good joke.
I'm
A
begging.
dwarven man walks out of a bar.
That's racist.
Do
That's
all the
racist.
miners turn around and be like,
You do get a few like looks of like, ooh, racist.
Wait, was that the joke?
A lot of you know dwarves and are close to dwarves. That's a pretty racist joke.
yeah, like Resta, that's not cool.
It's not like entirely inaccurate, but it is pretty racist.
Listen, look, stereotypes are often based in truth, but that does not mean that you should perpetuate them. That's pretty off-brand.
You're really bad at jokes, Rasta.
From what I can tell, you really don't like dwarves.
A construction worker walks in with a slab of cobblestone. He slams it onto the table and says, "Give me a beer and one for the road."
Resta, you see, the benefit is you can only hear the crickets out of one side of your face. Oh, I'm sorry. Too soon.
Oh.
It must be the exhaustion from our long travel. Can we actually
Anybody
get
have any
a room?
drugs?
A handful of Shut the fuck up, Resta.
You see a shady individual just in the corner just like perk up as you say that, and he just kind of
Me?
like eyes you. He's just kind of eyeing you like, come here.
Hold on.
Maybe Nanan and I will make our way to the bar as this is happening.
Do I make saving throws at disadvantage at 2 levels of exhaustion? Or is that a third? Pretty sure it's
Exhaustion
third.
at second level, your speed's halved. So yeah, your speed's halved. Disadvantage on ability checks. Come here.
Oh, guys, I feel the itch. Oh, okay. Can I get something to drink? Ah,
Did you say you feel the itch? Did you catch like Do you get fleas?
Maybe if you just have some
Oh.
food, you'll feel better.
Yeah, you know, that sounds great. Get me some food, please. Oh my gosh. Are these tables made of wood? Because they feel a lot lighter and breakable. Hi. Hi.
Oh. Okay, let's not do that. We're trying to be inconspicuous here.
I'm trying.
And Nanan, I'll ask Nanan to join me going to the bar and trying to get some rooms.
He's like me.
Yeah, dude.
Okay.
Is that good?
I do not know. My kind do not like me.
I can do it inconspicuous, and then Nessus disguise himself. He still looks the same, but he changes his outfit into kind of formal wear, like all the miners have.
I'll stay at the table. I do not want to upset anyone.
See if we can get some rooms and some food for the night and call it a day.
Make
If
sure you
if
go
I
to
fish,
the window, please. Thank you.
Window. Got it. Fish. Got it. Please.
yes.
Oh,
So,
So we-
heading over to the bar.
Coach.
Yes.
With Nessus,
Yeah.
you going? Cool.
Yes. Now that
Um,
this is all fancy.
Muscling your way in there, you see the black scaled lizard folk there, and he turns and he's like, "Welcome now. I see you finally found your way to my bar, and all travelers do one way or another. What can I get for you?"
Do you have hot fish and some drinks?
Oh, you know I do. Fresh from the ponds nearby. Just as south.
Perfect. That sounds like
You like
exactly what we
catfish?
need.
That's what we got.
Catfish.
Yep.
Is that okay?
Is that a joke?
No, it's like a fish with whiskers.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh. Yeah, I want to try that. Absolutely.
Yes.
All right. Well, I can get you
Get-
some
get-
of that.
Get us.
Now, if both a
Uh,
cat or a fish eats this, is that cannibalism?
That's too far by my pay grade. But to me, if the creatures are of two different races,
Why?
it really wouldn't boil down to cannibalism. So if you're not a fish, I think you're all right.
Uh,
But what if you
Well,
have a cat
anyhow.
father and a fish mother?
That's a tough one.
well, while you ponder
That's
that, how about you bring us maybe? Let's see. We got 5, 6, previous 6 plates of fish. We're over at that table over there.
Oh yeah, I see that table.
drugs.
Kind of looks over. Who's that? Who's that? That lady got with you?
Oh, she's a. Oh, which one we got? I'm a lady.
It's all ladies.
The one, well,
is.
the one looks like me.
oh,
We also have a party of 7, I think.
oh, you mean the non?
But nah, I don't see many of my kind anymore since I left the swamp.
She's single.
Well,
Why?
to be honest, I don't rightly know. We only met about 2 weeks ago.
Why does she don't want to
But
come
she's
say
on-
hi?
she's maybe a little nervous.
She's pretty
maybe-
shy because you're so handsome and all.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Well, I don't have any weird intentions. It's just good to, meet someone of your own kind every once in a while. I don't get to see a lot of lizards up here.
Well, we'll be sure to let her know. Maybe if you bring the food by, she'd be happy to say hello.
Oh, yeah, I sure will. And, hey, you
Also looking
you
for
all
rooms
new
for
to
the
town?
night.
Oh, yeah, I
Yeah.
can get you that. So you all obviously travelers, new to town.
What are you talking about?
Well, I'm new.
The rest of you? Well, you? What about your
No.
friends over there?
Been here a while. Look at my attire.
Yeah, you look kind of different when I was squinting at you out of the corner of my eye, but now you look so fancy. I guess it was my imagination.
The the glass panes, they play tricks on the colors.
Yeah, that's why I like them. It's like a lot of lights and such. But yeah. Well, if you're new to town, you there, kitty cat feller, you just ever looking for a good time? Head on down south of the ways. Great Toad Ranch. There, my
Toad?
good friend of mine runs that place, and you tell him I sent you. Oh, my name is Sarif, by the way. You tell him I sent you, and might be able to give him with a discount. Let you ride around the toads for a little bit less than it normally costs. They're kind of fun. They jump really high.
Really? How high are we talking?
They can jump like 15, 20 feet up in the air. It's pretty impressive.
Now, while we're talking about jumping, what if we jump to a different topic? Have you heard of any odd happenings at the Desolate Field Crypts?
No. Besides, of course, that what's the word? The Lord Mayor put a mandate on the old crypts, saying it's under renovation for the time being. Next few weeks it'll be done. Other than that, no one's allowed to go in right now, but nothing other than that.
All right, much appreciated. That's good to know.
Yep. Oh, don't forget.
We were
Toad
hoping to
Ranch.
pay our respects, but we'll keep the Toad Ranch in mind.
Oh, hey, well, if you're looking at some rooms, we got some space for the next few weeks. You could stick around till the crypts open back up. And in that time, you can go down Toad Ranch, get you some hopping
The
fun.
crypts are closed.
Now, here's just an idea. I don't know how good of friends you are with this guy, but has he considered, he or she, don't mean to judge, have they considered naming it the Greatest Toad Ranch?
That's something you'd have to lead to them. They're the ones that do the branding, but that's a good point. What if there's another Toad Ranch that opens up even better?
Yeah, but it's puffery. You're allowed to say you're the best Toad Ranch because no one can actually say you're not. You're not like, it's not false advertising. It's just, you're kind of allowed to lie sometimes.
Oh, shit.
Like you
I should
could
call
say you
myself-
have the best whiskey in town. And
Oh, well, we do.
okay, of course. But you could put that on a sign and no one could say, this isn't the best. It's, sue you.
Now, what was Taylor again? Can you remind me?
Oh, you're in the Delver's Drinking Hall.
And sorry, what was your name again, friend?
Sauriv. It's spelled like this in your tongue.
Sauriv.
That's right.
And how would it be spelt in your tongue should our friend over there want to meet with you?
He says it to you in Draconic. Doesn't, unless you speak it, doesn't make sense to you.
Mhm.
And the letters are very foreign.
That's not infernal. I'm confused.
Right. It's Draconic.
Okay.
That's what
I'll try to.
your folks eat.
He just kind of scribbles out sounds. I think I got it.
All right. Well, I'll bring that. How you like your fish? You want it fried? You want it grilled? You want it
Bring us a
Hey.
mix.
Fried. Po' boy.
And how much for rooms?
Oh, rooms. Yeah, let's see. How many you need? We got about.
Let's see, three rooms.
How many beds?
How many beds? The rooms typically only have one bed per room, but we have cots we can bring up for you.
Perfect.
Let's see. That'll be you just looking for the nightly rate?
Yeah. We'll start with that.
That's be 5 silver per room, and that's per night. Or you can do
Right.
5, or we can do like 10 gold per month, however you want to do it.
I'll slap down 15 silver for the night,
All right.
and whatever gold it is for the food, or like if the food and drinks are a gold, I'll put down that as well.
Oh, well, the food, that gold take care of it. He takes it. That's for sure. Now, these keys, they have little strings on them, and down at the end, there's a little tag, and they have numbers on them, you see. and then the doors, they have plaques. And the plaques, the numbers correspond. You'll figure it out. Well, I hope.
I'll have my friends direct. Thank you so much.
Yep, and any drinks or anything you need while I'm at it?
Yeah,
Round
drinks.
of whiskey?
You say it's the best?
Yeah. I'll get you a bottle out on the run here. Let's see, out on the 10 gold a bottle.
Done.
All righty. Big spenders around here, I like that. All right. Well, I'm going to get that money, that food for you. Give me a moment.
All right. Head back to the table.
And
Explain to the non-friendly dude.
while you're getting the drinks, do you have like water or juice of any kind?
Oh, yeah, I'll throw some in on the house. Water or juice?
Juice.
All right, well, we got this mushroom juice that comes from the swamps down the south.
Okay,
We mix it some
water.
with the bog water. All right. Water it is.
All right, thanks.
You got it.
Goes to the
He,
rest of the table.
yeah, he goes back to the kitchen real quick. starts cooking some food up, and yeah, you all kind of convene here, and Samir's like, "How did your talk go? Get us our rooms."
We're all set. We got beds for the night. We got food coming to the table. Some drinks.
And we learned that the crypts are conveniently under renovation.
It's
By
interesting.
order of none other than the Lord Mayor.
They're closed.
Yep.
So, what you're saying is, Evelyn
they
did
are-
that, but she chose to have the undead run rampant through the city.
Sounds like
Apparently.
it. If these allegations are true.
Allegedly.
They are.
I mean, they're true. Very true.
Have a seal that she used to ward off the undeads in her home, and then she also had undead in her home that we killed.
Let's hush her with this
That's-
kind of talk out in the open. Maybe that's.
She
more
was a cunt.
Get a few like eyes towards your table with that
She's
exclamation.
she's racist.
Sexist.
It's a big fucking problem.
Hey, you can call your. Hey, I call my bros cunts all the time.
Well, anyway,
Australia does things to you, man.
and,
Not
and
familiar with that place.
Sounds like full of criminals.
I already hate it.
criminals and descendants of criminals all.
uh,
Sounds like Grey Mouth.
yeah, that's true. Nanan kind of
Criminal record?
comes over.
No,
Uh,
is it still required?
did the scaly one want me to leave?
No, he wanted to talk to you.
Kind of the
Oh
opposite.
no.
He
Lady's not
seemed kind of
good.
nice.
Are you sure?
he
You
asked-
sure he didn't want to talk to me to yell at me about being here?
He asked if you were single.
Did he? That's a
Yeah.
weird thing to ask because I'm not single. I'm with all of you. We are like a
I-
group.
That's right.
Well, yeah. If you'd like to talk, he seemed like a nice fella. Maybe
He might be nice, but he's not very smart if he does not notice that I am with you, even though we are at the same table.
I do not doubt it. But nice people are nice. We can all use friends, right?
I have you all. Oh,
And
That's right.
and you always will.
well, unless you die like a fish.
You'll still have us because you have our permission to eat us after we die.
Oh, that is something to look forward to.
Do you guys want to
But Martin,
that
Martin went
could,
away.
in case I could
couldn't eat
bring you back, or do we just want to skip right to eating?
Food.
I would prefer to be brought back first.
See, at least he's
Oh.
sounding less appealing.
I mean, if I die, you can take a bite and then bring me back.
It doesn't bring back parts.
I mean, don't take like a hand.
Yeah, just take a chunk out of your thigh.
Mm,
Eh?
Dark meat is the juiciest after all.
It, I, I, I will ask in the moment what everyone thinks is appropriate.
Heat of the moment.
But
You are very wise, Nana.
yes, it is my highest statistic.
You guys did get a room with a
Sorry.
window, right?
Oh, let me go check.
You like filter through the rooms, and all of them have windows.
Okay.
But you only tell by like walking and touching the wall and then feeling the different material.
Yep, that's fine.
I'd like
Come back.
the
Yeah,
rooms to have windows, but it's only to other rooms.
How many windows you want? The one on the corner's got like 3 windows.
You ever thought of a house made of glass?
Really?
Don't throw stones.
Yeah, I heard something about that. Yeah, you know, plenty of windows. Don't worry, we're all good. So
We only got 3 rooms.
That these
So they
are
can
weird
bring some
number of
cots
rooms.
up.
yeah. There's only 6 of us, 7 of us here.
7 of us, and then the other purple ones are coming.
Alright.
We can kind of cram
They
together.
can
a
get
little
their own rooms. They have money. They have our money. They have money.
That might be on us. We didn't really read the contract terms.
I feel
That sort
like
of
this can
seems
cover it.
carp diem or whatever it is.
Like the 300
Emphasis on carp, like the fish.
Well,
That's exactly it.
if they decide that it's on us, then they can charge us later.
I'm not paying for the snacks if they take them.
That's fair.
There are snacks in the room?
If there are.
There can be.
Don't
Bar
take them.
nuts.
They're expensive.
I want to go to the room.
No, we can get some on the way home.
Do we have are there little drinks in the fridge?
Yeah, but they're too expensive. We'll get some at a Quickie Mart.
What are the snacks? They're
But
good
they're right here. Why not get them
No,
here?
no, they're bringing you some nice fish, some hot fish.
Look, they're
snacks.
just so expensive.
This is just Nemesis takes his family on a vacation.
Look, we
can
can
get some
all, if we can all get into one room, we can rent a movie, but no snacks. Oh, we can take one thing of popcorn.
From the vending.
Popcorn.
I'll
I
just,
am not
I'll just
happy.
grab some corn and heat it up real hot.
Okay. Is it good with fish?
Yes.
I mean,
Or
you
shrimp
could probably
would be
put
good.
some like Old Bay on that on popcorn.
You could probably make
Well, I
it
do
a
have
little
this
sweet.
Orcish, I actually have the Orcish seasoning.
I could just
Yeah, but
prestidigitation it
episode
to
one,
be good.
That sounds good. And as we're kind of discussing, like, sorry if comes in, like, yeah, I gotta fucking take all these stupid lyrics out of here. Get out of here. Fucking, there's so many.
Get off
of
the
lyrics.
stage! Boo!
Like, yeah,
Boo!
boo! I'll immediately boot off the stage.
All the miners in their fancy clothes are throwing rocks because that's all they have. They're just taking
Like,
rocks out of their
chunks
pockets.
of iron
Get
and
down!
gemstones.
We're in a
Get out of
clubhouse.
here.
People go up specifically to get booed, so that way miners will throw precious gems at them, like as they're.
Yeah, if you roll a natural
and
one, you
then
get
they'll-
gems. They're just
This
like, I
is
need to throw
lyrics.
anything
Get
in my
outta here.
pocket at you.
This is lyrics. This one doesn't. God, I gotta delete all those. It's my fault for not making this playlist. I just stole it. But,
Pretty sure
but
this has lyrics too.
I don't think so. We'll see. But,
Discount Song of Storms.
it is. Sorry, like, well, I got the fish here for you. You want some? All of you look like you're rather hungry. I got baked fish. I got fried fish. I got and some grilled fish right in the middle.
Oh
Thank you very much, Sarv.
You want some bread?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh.
Coleslaw? You have coleslaw.
Who is this Cole? And why is his law important to me?
Don't worry about it too much. if you got some cabbage in the back, and
Cabbage
just-
bread, I can do that.
Do you have some
Yeah,
corn from like a boil or something? You know, I can.
Corn,
Yeah.
bread. Yeah, I can throw it
You
in
pickle
on. Let me
peppers?
go get peppers. Yeah. Let me go get that platter of weird shit you want. And wanders
weird.
off. Hey,
Oh,
yeah,
dude,
it's
I
weird
could
in
seriously
collection.
go for fucking po' boy. That sounds delicious.
He comes back just a few seconds later as he gathers it all. Here you go. It's included with the meal. You're paid enough. Anyways, yeah. If you just want to talk or whatever, I'll be right over at the bar.
Okay.
Uh,
Much
Yeah.
appreciated, Snorri.
Dumb thing, real
Yeah.
quick. Could Neffs just like insight how he's looking at Nanan if he is?
Yeah, make an insight check.
I want to understand this boy's intentions. Okay, I don't understand this boy's intentions.
You're worried. He looks like he's looking at her like a non. No, that's the wrong impression I want to give off.
He's looking
Actually,
like a piece of meat.
No,
You sound like
no.
no. wants a piece of meat.
Uh,
Is that what
no,
you were gonna say?
Yeah, but like more like
I'm-
literal sense of like hunger and food, but then that would come off the wrong way. He's looking at her like,
Nessus is gonna
there we go.
thaumaturgy his
Yeah,
eyes red. Looking at
I'm
him.
glaring at him, just
Your
like,
dad
what are you
sense.
doing?
Oh, okay. Resta, thank you. Got me out of some hot water there. That was a little awkward. Resta, you look at him and you do genuinely get the sense that he's just lonely, but not in that sense. He is curious about someone of his own kind. He just wants to make
Well,
friends with another lizard folk.
I don't
Social
trust him.
lizard.
Now,
He seems
Really
fine.
quick. So the lizard folk and my folk are from sort of the same region.
Here, I'll show you on the big map here. So,
Canvagori, right?
kinda. Lizards have a somewhat of
Oh,
population in
right.
the Kuatoa land here. But they're not the predominant race by any means, just like you're not the predominant race in Kanavagori. However,
Mhm.
lizards have a large population down in Tilsul Thassel, down the very
Huh.
south end of the continent where that's like the predominant race. But
Gotcha.
you don't
okay,
know
thank you.
exactly where Nanan is from because that's never been brought up
Gotcha.
specifically. Yeah.
'Cause I'm a douche.
Yeah. Your fish is there. You start to bite into it. It is all hot, fresh, and quite tasty. It's seasoned with a lot of the local seasonings from this area. A lot of plenty of salt because plenty of it from the mines below, as well as some accompaniment from the herbs and mushrooms that grow in the swamps down like right on the border of South Scar. Is there anything anyone wants to do before finding rest for the night?
I'm all set.
When everyone
Oh.
is going to get rest, Nessus is going to put another guardian of faith outside his daughter's room.
To get up for like some milk and like, oh, Jesus.
Just
I'll keep an eye out for the mercenaries that are coming in.
You do see them come in, and you see Kelleran come in by himself, and he comes down and sits down. Yep. Everyone's dead now. No. He looks at you. Yeah. So, seems like today's an eventful day for news, but heard some things on the road here, just from some people in the coming into town. I don't know the extent of it, but I'd rather not take any chances. So I have my people kind of keeping a distance. But apparently, in light of some certain guilds tampering with the River King's trials, mercenary guilds are no longer permitted to operate within Alarica. This, I don't know how, I don't know what their definition of guilds are. I don't know if our little band counts as a guild. I don't know if your group counts as a guild. But it is better to play on the safe side of these kind of law things. Don't want to incur any fines or worse. But I see you already ordered food. Any other information you guys have gathered?
Crypts are closed, right?
Yeah, crypts are closed for
Which means
renovation.
that he's in there right now.
And that the Lord Mayor might be an accomplice to another herald, another Lord Mayor.
Or he might. I mean, the herald could also be holding this place hostage. This doesn't
That's
seem
true.
out too far.
I
Is
mean,
there like a closer map of this town, or
Nope.
do we not have one yet?
I am lazy.
Heard. It's all good.
You brat.
Yeah, I made one for Emberwell and one for Greymouth, and hey, the Greymouth one got a lot of use. But now I'm like, if I make a map, we'll probably spend the next 30 sessions here, so might as well just keep this theater of the
let's
mind.
spend the next 30 sessions here with no map either. It doesn't matter.
We'll see. We'll see. We'll see.
We know there's
I
a
don't think it's been
blacksmith here.
30 years.
You can't stop us from shopping.
That's true. I'm hoping you'll stay at the Toad Ranch. That's where the real content's at.
Is there a map for the Great Toad Ranch?
Maybe. You want to go there and find out? Find
Is
the
the
toads?
proprietor evil? Can we kill him? Take it over?
More businesses? Hmm.
Is he just kind of like
Dubious?
dubious? We'll kill him. Take it over.
Is he just kind of
Is
a
he
dick?
slightly shady? Did he like fart in public and didn't say excuse me?
Possibly. But
We'll forge the documents. It doesn't matter.
kind of looks at you.
Does he slurp a straw really loud in public?
Use your straws. That's bad for the turtles.
Fuck
But,
the turtle. Fuck that. Paper straws are
So
bullshit.
We're toad people
Any
now.
of this conversation that we did have with Kelleran regarding anything with the mayor or the Crips is going to be said in kind of hushed tones, particularly the stuff about the mayor.
All right, so you kind of catch them up a little bit. Interesting. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and it's getting late. My band's tired, and hour's ending. I need another Constitution saving throw from all of you.
Oh shit!
Can I have just gone to bed?
At this point, it's like 20 seconds from before, so unfortunately, it's gonna be another one. Might be tired.
I never get tired.
Oh, that's not what I want. Stop that. There we go. I wish I was a paladin. I wish we had a 7th level paladin.
Ugh.
Fuck.
Oh, oh. Well, I go to 3rd level of exhaustion. You do get the sense that right before you go to bed, if you took some death root, you'd rest real easy tonight. Probably cure one of those levels of exhaustion. Then you'd only be at 1 level of exhaustion tomorrow instead of 2.
Now I do have disadvantage on my saving throws. Okay. No death root.
You head up and find yourself asleep, and you're like, "Oh God, I'm so tired." And Kelleran's
Why
like,
am I
"All right."
sweating so much? Why is it so cold?
Kelleran's gonna go ahead and get a good. All right, I'm gonna get my people some rooms, have them sneaking their way in, and all that good stuff. Oh, also heard about this like Toad Ranch on the way in. Weirdly enough, might be something to.
Crazy.
No, we don't got time.
Thing.
Oh,
they
we
seem
can
to
lick
think about
toads.
We can make time.
That might help with my.
When the job is done, we will go with you. To
Can
the
I
job.
lick dark toads?
That sounds like a good idea.
Wait,
Alright.
how many rooms are you getting?
Probably just get 1, 2, 1 for, with a one for split it between me and Malagar, and then the other 2 for Loka and Zestra, or the other 1 for Loka and Zestra.
2 to a room.
Right.
When you get the keys, let me know which one is gonna be Meluka and Zestra. Please.
Sure. I'm sure they'd love the company. All right.
And
Well,
then I go to bed.
he heads off, buys the rooms, tells you which ones they're staying in, and heads upstairs.
I hide under the bed in their room.
Uh,
Okay.
just before everyone goes to sleep, because Nephthys did not fail his check, really quickly, or as quickly as possible, he is going to use his sorcery points to recover his 4th level spell slot, and he's going to go outside, turn himself into a giant owl, and he actually wants to kind of do some scouting on the desolate field crypts.
Okay. You takes a flying speed. I'll say, what's your flying speed at flight?
I got you. I don't got you.
It's okay. I probably have a giant owl in my.
Flying
I do.
60 feet.
60. All right. So as you take off, a lot of people kind of look on. A few people like out this late at night, and you float over. It takes about an hour to get there, so I need another Constitution saving throw.
If it's gonna take an hour, then I can't do it because I won't have enough sorcery points to get back.
Juice.
I couldn't convert. I could convert. Yeah, we're still gonna do it.
All right, cool. Yeah. So just mark off the appropriate resources as you do. But I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. You do gain a level of exhaustion.
Bow.
And you're gonna have to make another one on the way back, essentially.
Sure will.
But yeah. Anyways, as you're hovering above the desolate field crypts here, you see the crypts here look pristine. There's not a lot of like disturbances in here, and like you've read the paperwork, right? The information from like Nessus has read the paperwork, the information from the association.
Yeah.
You do instantly just like notice one of the crypts is marked with like one of the almost like catacombs that leads down and under the ground is marked with Mrilavar Pure Song, which is one of the names from the list. Also looks untouched. It's just something you notice while you're floating over there. You don't see any signs of disturbances or anyone in there.
Could you write down what that said again? Sorry.
Yes. This is actually technically it just God damn it, lyrics. Get out of here.
Boo! Boo!
Boo! Boo! Get out of here. Get out of here. There we go. It just has the Pure Song crypt, which you would recognize the last name of from Mrilavar, Pure Song.
Okay. But from what he can tell with his keen owl eyes, that give me an advantage on perception. Nothing, no activity, just
no movement. No one's there.
Well, then right when his polymorph is ending, he's gonna like land, in a covered spot, and then convert his sorcery points, and then get another 4th level spell and fly back. This time, Giant Eagle. I think Giant Eagle's faster.
Giant Eagle. And they are slightly faster. They are 80 fly speed. We'll say make an athletics check. See if you can make it there before the end of the hour, and see if you can get in bed in time.
Oh, okay. As an eagle, though.
Yeah. See if you can
got plus
avoid a
3
level.
strength. So then I don't have. No. Oh wait, yes.
That's a great noise. As you take off, flying as hard as you can, as fast as you can, you make it just in short of like about 40 or so minutes. You cut off about 20 minutes of your journey as you crash, almost like landing right in front of the tavern, and just whoosh, like shape-shifting back into your form as you land, and just take a few steps and kind of kick off. And you're tired, but you feel like you're about to get a lot more tired if you don't get into bed fast.
He looks for any room that's open. He's like, bed, tired.
Yeah, eventually you find one.
I staggeringly open.
And he walks past you and gets into the bed.
She just falls face first onto the other bed.
Yeah. There you go. You all managed to find a rest for the night. And that is right where we'll call it, right in there.
Do I scare? Do I scare Zestra? Do I please?
You do. You do hear eventually the door opens up. The two of them are
Activate your form
talking
of
as
dread.
they come in, and she's like, Can't believe we had to stay outside of town the entire time until he was done with his, I don't know, scouting. What is this law, anyways? This is fucking. Are we gonna change careers? What is this? I don't know. She sits down on one of the beds. Azestra sits down on one, and Locust sits down on the other. They start to, take their armors
I'm
and
gonna,
such off.
reach out slowly and like grab Zestra's leg and like try to pull her. Like I'm gonna pull her under the bed and I'm gonna be like, ah!
And she still like instinctively pulls for a dagger and just stabs towards you. She's gonna go ahead and just make a quick attack, just reflexively.
If I wish you had Eldritch Pull right now, so you could literally pull her
Mhm.
10 feet.
God, I should have her character sheet ready. I should have known something like this was gonna happen. Zestra. Okay, she just slams down with her blade. That's gonna be 19 to
For
hit.
20.
Ah! I'm dying!
I didn't need to make another Constitution saving throw.
Oh, not the poison!
It'll work this
Please
time.
don't work. Please don't work.
Work.
It has to work this time. She's been working on her poison and everything.
We'll see. You've been very
As
good
you
at
die,
resisting
you
poison
go,
so far.
Good job. Oh, god damn it.
Oh goddamn. So we'll just say a slight cut on your hand. She's like you take 2 points of piercing damage. It's like, oh, or 5 actually, 5 points of piercing damage. She's like, oh, Marana. And she looks at you. Fuck, the poison didn't work, did it?
No.
You'd be in a lot more pain if it did. Damn it! What
I
is
mean,
up with this?
I'm hurting so much.
Oh, whatever. Don't have to humor me. I made new poison just for this.
Just for fucking stabbing you.
You know, to be fair, I mean, I'm kind of not really fully alive, so
I'm not gonna ask what that means.
might not work on me.
Can I try again?
Sure.
Okay. She takes a stab, and this is gonna be an advantage because you're letting it happen. That is a natural 20. I need you to make another save. Let's hope to God your luck continues. Let's hope to God your luck continues.
No, I don't think that's enough.
I didn't think this through. I didn't think a natural 20 would come up. What's your max health?
Marana, you're fucking.
Oh, thank God. You're not instantly dead. But you take 72 points of damage as you fall unconscious. Like, oh, well, it seemed to have worked. Loca's like, what the fuck are you doing? And we'll call it there as Marana is unconscious under the bed. Poison coursing through her veins. Like, I told her I'd got more potent poison. She said I could do it. You heard her. And like the argument's kind of taking place. Yeah, we'll see what the fuck happens. Neither of these
like
two
to
people
think-
can heal, I don't think.
If
I'd like to
use
think
a
that she just
goddamn
fucking-
diamond on this, I might not. Where's Martin? Where's Martin? I need Martin here. Just finish it.
Now's the time. Holy shit.
Martin teleports in. He's like 38 years old.
No.
I came to finish the job.
Misses. Okay,
Oh,
I'm back. Going away.
No.
Damn
Hard
it!
shot!
He just,
Hard shot, Griffin Master!
he just misses. Fuck! And gets teleported back.
No.
You're not done yet. The portal opens back up. Back to the arena with you. Holy shit.
Son of a bitch!
That was a good ending. I'm glad we got to some combat right there at the end. That was a good combat. It was good combat. Woo! I can't believe she rolled a natural 20. That's so fucked up.
Oh man, I can't believe she failed on the natural 20.
I know. Because if you didn't, it would have been like 12 damage, but the poison damage crit was 60 points of damage. So it's like.
So now we really see exactly what her poison's capable of.
Yeah.
One shot. One
If
shot.
they ever fucking hit. Oh, God. That was nasty. Hopefully you don't die from that, but I don't think she would mind.
I mean, she can make the death saves now.
Well, we'll pick up there next time just to kind of see because
Hey guys,
Just
they have
screaming.
18 seconds to fix this.
Wait,
ooh, 18 seconds. That's a good point. Like,
I could have cast
I don't
Death
want
Note
to
on
ruin this,
myself.
but I can
Right.
ruin this potentially.
how you gonna ruin it?
I just looked it up, and because the poison damage is based on the saving throw, it does not double.
Oh, I think she'd still be unconscious.
Okay.
Ah,
Any damage, I believe, does double.
42.
No, Jeremy Crawford. Damage poison. If you crit with a poison-coated weapon, do you double poison damage because of crit or not because of saving throw? Jeremy Crawford. The intent is no. The saving throw, not the attack, determines whether the poison takes effect after a hit. The intent.
Way to ruin it. But
Or-
with the,
wait.
You could say
Let me
that
do
a
the math.
natural 1 makes you take crit damage.
true. That's like Pathfinder rules. Let me do some math.
If crit damage was 60, then it would be 30 without the crit, plus 12 would be 42, and if her max health is 52, she'd be up with 10 hit points.
She did take some damage from the previous sword though. But it wasn't
5
too
you said?
much.
You said 5.
Yep. So 47 hit points of damage.
Boo!
We can also wipe away what I said, and we can all still deal with Marana dying.
It's also rule 0. What DM says goes.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true. That's true. But
And picking it up
no,
with her potentially dying is fun.
that's what I
It's
thought
very
too. But then you
fun.
had to ruin it.
I said
Actually,
I
no,
could,
no.
and you asked me how.
I should ask you a private.
Listen. Because it would also be triply hilarious is that in 2 weeks, Nanad comes back and Morana is dying, and she's just like, "What happened?"
I feel bad.
And
I-
hilarity
I couldn't.
ensues.
I couldn't kill you for that, unfortunately. If the damage was legit, I would kill you. But if since it's not legit, I can't kill you there.
To be fair, I am playing like I'm dead. That really hurt. I'm just like,
Mhm.
She can
Yeah.
also probably make her heart stop.
It probably doesn't beat
I'm
at all.
not breathing.
But yeah, we'll say in that case, not unconscious. But yeah, you are in a lot of pain. Yeah, well, in there regardless.
Okay.
It could have been so iconic